94.1.
Welcome to Mt.Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX. Rams basketball is powered by the official voice of the Mt.Vernon Rams, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking. You can also watch Rams basketball with streaming video on WMIXsports.com. Rams basketball is also sponsored by Ren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mt.Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto, Banterra Bank, Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, Raising a Hospital, Raising the Bar. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mt.Vernon, and also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Heartland Accounting, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski for Mt.Vernon Rams basketball from the WMIX Sports mobile studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Rams pregame starts now.
And we welcome you inside Changnon Gymnasium night. Glad to have you with us. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. It's Hall of Fame night from Changnon. We're so glad to have you with us as the Marion Wildcats come to town. Fourth time in 2012-2013. This game will take place. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside, as aforementioned. Jeff Crow is with us in the Crow's Nest. He brings you the stream video at WMIXsports.com. And, of course, Avery Barton is back in our Mt.Vernon studio. Danny, big one tonight in terms of the South 7 Conference race. The Rams look to get back above 500 to assure themselves of at least a 500 finish in the conference. Marion, meanwhile, would like to climb above that 1-7 mark they have coming in.
This is one of those games, doesn't mean a lot in the South 7, and it doesn't mean a lot in postseason. You know, you play a team for the fourth time. Of course, you want to win and everything, but the big thing about this is you just hope maybe that 2 weeks from the night there'll be a fifth time, which would mean these two teams will be playing for a regional championship.
Well, and it could be, and we will see what happens in that Carbondale Regional just a couple of weeks removed from that tonight. It's Hall of Fame night at Changnon Gymnasium, special night. Also some special people in attendance. We'll talk more about Hall of Fame night, what it means to us tonight and tomorrow here from Changnon Gymnasium. We'll take a break. This is Rams pregame on WMIX.
With 2 new hospitals, trusted physicians, and dedicated staff, it's clear that our local healthcare industry is helping to make our community stronger every day. Hi, I'm Terry Prosize, a commercial lender and healthcare banking specialist at Community First Bank. I'm putting over 20 years of healthcare and business experience to work for our medical community and local businesses. Whether you have an expanding physician practice, an existing business, or hoping to start a new business, I have the financial prescription for you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mt.Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Elaine. I've been a nurse with Good Samaritan for many, many years. One of the best things about my job is knowing that I work for a hospital that cares so much about the community. We're dedicated to attracting the best physicians and investing in the most advanced medical technologies. Whether it's radiology, oncology, or advanced heart care, we provide some of the nation's most advanced treatment options right here in Southern Illinois. That way patients never have to travel far from their families to receive the care they need. I'm always happy when families come visit, and starting in 2013, that sort of thing will happen even more. That's when Good Samaritan opens our all-new Regional Health Center. Everything about the new center has been designed with patients in mind. It features all private rooms and family-friendly areas that make it easier for visitors to stay overnight. I can't wait to see what Good Samaritan does with this exciting new facility.
Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
Your future is calling. With a GED test and some help from Ren Lake College, you can answer the call. The current test expires at the end of 2013, and your scores will expire too if you don't finish and pass the test by then. Don't feel prepared? Don't worry, we can help. Visit finishtheged.com to learn more. Don't miss the chance to turn one small step into your next big opportunity, like college, a better job, and the respect you deserve. Finish your GED by the end of 2013. Questions? Call Ren Lake College's Adult Education and Literacy Department today at 437-5321.
And welcome back, Changnon Gymnasium night, Hall of Fame night. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside WMIX. Video online tonight at WMIXsports.com. It's Hall of Fame night. DC, the 2012, or excuse me, we're in 2013 now. Hall of Fame class, of course, will be inducted officially tomorrow night, but they were introduced tonight. And we will have many of those inductees on the Saturday Sports Show tomorrow as we go 3 hours. And those of our regional sports fans, never fear, we're going to go 3 hours. We'll devote half of that to our usual regional talk, and the other hour and a half will be devoted to the Mt.Vernon Township High School Hall of Fame. A special 3-hour edition of the Saturday Sports Show. We'll talk to Clint Turner about 1910 boys basketball. Why Clint Turner? Well, he did all the research on that team. Roger Yates will join us to talk about the 1961 football team. Doug Creel and Scott Gamber will talk 96-97 boys basketball. Gamber, of course, will recap tonight's game. We'll also talk to Will Lash. And when you think of Will Lash, Danny, obviously as a kid for me growing up, I would see a lot of the ink devoted to Will come springtime and the track season. Obviously just a monster out there on the track surface.
There's some, you know, you look at the 97 team, they got a lot of ink, a lot of publicity, came out of nowhere and made it to the Elite Eight. I mean, that was a team that they thought the next couple of years, you know, they were planning on it. They didn't expect that kind of success with the youth of that team then. You look at a guy like Jamar Sanders, who I remember, who's around my age, I remember people going to junior high games to watch him play, watch that Casey Junior High team play. And they used to have a little tournament at Waltonville, and it was Waltonville, Mt.Vernon, and Christopher that played Casey Junior High. And that was all about the time that Waltonville won their title in '86. Mt.Vernon was winning their thing. T.J. Wheeler was at Christopher at that time. You had a lot of talent rolling through that little tournament at Waltonville that year. And then you look at Will Lash, who had the reputation, a lot of track meets in junior high, especially high school in the area. When he walked out there, people kind of were intimidated. He won a lot, I know, with a lot of talent and speed, obviously, but a lot of intimidation factor with him because he hardly ever lost. And that was the thing about him. He would get a lot of ink that way.
Well, he would. And we'll also talk, that's not all. We'll talk to Ron Marlowe, of course, going in as a friend of Mt.Vernon Township High School Athletics and a friend indeed, a longtime supporter of the Rams. Only missed one Ram basketball game since high school, and that in itself is an incredible feat. We're going to talk to Ron about that tomorrow. We will also, as Danny mentioned, have Jamar Sanders on in the 10 o'clock hour. Tommy Williams, who many know probably better now for his golf ability and his entrepreneurial ability, but a basketball standout here at Mt.Vernon. We'll talk to Tommy Williams tomorrow about that as well. And I don't believe I missed anybody. Obviously, unable to catch up with Bobby Payne and John Riley as well as Linda Sanders, but we'll mention everybody, including Coach Frank Charnack as well tomorrow.
You got to also mention, too, somebody just texted me and out on patrol and said Jason James put that Casey Junior High team and dunked on Waltonville at 86 at Rend Lake in a shootout deal. You talk about Jason James, who's high jump state champ, with Jamar Sanders and that crew. I mean, that little run there of junior high basketball in the county and what Jamar did in the 4 years here at Mt.Vernon High School, that's one of those moments in time that people talk about for a long time.
And maybe you're listening to us tonight. Maybe you're watching us at WMIXsports.com. Maybe you follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports or like us on Facebook. If you follow us on the social media, maybe there's a question you want us to ask one of these guests tomorrow. Send it in, and if it's appropriate, of course, we will consider asking that to our guests tomorrow. Should be a fun time in the second half of the Saturday Sports tomorrow. Special 3-hour edition. Want to get our usual regional talk and scores in. There's a lot going on right now in the world of local sports. We'll also talk to Sean Doherty tomorrow. We'll talk about the Vosburg boys who are up at state. We'll talk to Jeff London about his team's incredible season. We'll talk with Wayne Hari. It's the Nashville Hornets will join us tomorrow as well. We'll have regional show. We'll also have our South 7 Conference champions being honored at halftime here tonight, but Jeff London will talk about that, plus the Hall of Fame talk tomorrow. We hope you'll tune in after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940. Audio capable of being streamed from anywhere at WMIXsports.com. We're behind on breaks. We need to slip out for another one. When we come back, we'll get you set for tonight's action between the Mt.Vernon Rams and Marion Wildcats. This is Rams Basketball, your pregame show, powered by Community First Bank.
What is good sports talk, really? Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. With a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. Only on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com. Where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. At Banterra, we understand that banking is a relationship. It's a friendly face that knows your name, understands your needs, supports your goals. Banterra offers a complete range of personal and business banking products with competitive rates and loans that range from small projects to multi-million-dollar opportunities. We offer conveniences such as online banking, mobile banking, and direct deposit. For a strong community bank with exceptional customer service, Banterra is a smart choice for your banking needs. Banterra Bank, a proud supporter of Southern Illinois high school sports. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crown View in Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professionals. Pekin Insurance.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Dr. Beth Conradi to their medical staff. Dr. Conradi specializes in comprehensive pain management using a multidisciplinary team approach by working with other specialists for optimal diagnosis and treatment of pain. Dr. Conradi will treat most conditions of the spine, including management of cancer pain. Dr. Beth Conradi, helping to make life better day after day at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois in Mt.Vernon. Call 618-242-3778.
And we welcome you back inside Changnon Gymnasium night, Hall of Fame night, WMIX FM, WMIXsports.com. We've hit the bottom of the hour. The cheerleaders, of course, finishing up their routine. But tonight we have matchup number 4 between the Marion Wildcats and Mt.Vernon Rams. This is the first time it's here at Changnon. 2 battles at Marion at Cuss Wilson Gym, 1 battle at Salem, and the Rams did win the neutral court battle. Important thing to remember, Rams undefeated here at home.
It's kind of been a sporadic schedule. 3 games, one in the first week of Thanksgiving at Marion, which Marion won. That's when they won that tournament. And then Mt.Vernon went back the days before Christmas got beat. And then, of course, won at Salem on a neutral court about a month later. So it's been kind of spread out. And what both teams, as I said earlier, would like to do is play 2 weeks from tonight in a regional title game. But this is going to be an interesting game. For a 12-13 Marion team, I think this builds them a little confidence. If they could come in here, they still have several games left. The likes of Cape Central, among others, Cahokia as well. So, you know, it's one of those here that could build them some confidence. And if you're on the Mt.Vernon side of things, with the fact that they have at Effingham and at Carbondale next week, your last chance last night for seniors to play here, want to go undefeated in their final run. Mt.Vernon wants to be undefeated on their home floor. A lot riding on this one for a game here in mid to late February.
Well, a lot riding on this one indeed, but the regional seed's already out. The Rams are number 2 at Carbondale. Carbondale, of course, somehow the 1 seed, Mt.Vernon the 2, Massac County's the 3. Marion and Heron are the 4 and 5. They'll battle it out on a Monday night. Carbondale will meet the winner of them on Tuesday. The Rams will battle with Massac County on Wednesday the 27th, and your regional championship game will be on that Friday, March the 1st. We'll see if the Rams can get there. There's a lot of work to be done before then. Of course, the Rams have this one tonight. We'll go on the road to Effingham on Tuesday, followed by a Friday night road matchup at Carbondale. And, of course, these 2 teams, this would have been senior night if not for Hall of Fame night. Of course, a loaded Hall of Fame class going in. We talked about them before here on this pregame show, but many of you might be wondering about the Rams wrestlers at state. We've been keeping you up to date all day long on social media at WMIX Sports on Twitter. We're at Facebook.com/WMIX Sports as well. As it stands right now, Chase Vosberg is in the 2-way state semifinals. Alex, of course, won his wrestleback match today after losing yesterday, so he is still going strong in the hunt for a medal. We'll talk with Sean Doherty about the Vosberg's effort at state tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Show. 8:08 until 11 o'clock tomorrow. Half regional, half Hall of Fame, just the way we like it. We're going to bring you the best of both worlds tomorrow morning at 8:08. That'll be brought to you by Crossroads Community Hospital. Rams basketball, of course, is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. This is your Ram pregame. We'll get to know your Central Christian Church starting lineups on Hall of Fame night here in just a moment. Of course, you'll get to listen to the Mt.Vernon Ram drum line for one final time this season. Rams on the road next Tuesday, next Friday. Effingham and Carbondale, respectively. We'll hope you'll join us. We'll have video for you here at WMIXsports.com. And, of course, all Rams games on WMIX FM. We will pause to honor America from Changnon Gymnasium. This is Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank.
Steve Bowers will look at your next rad weather. Cold tonight, patchy clouds, a low of 20 to 24. Tomorrow, partly sunny and cold, a high of 34. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, quite cold, a low 18 to 22. The outlook for Sunday, lots of sunshine, a milder afternoon, a high 47. Monday will be cloudy, breezy, and mild with periods of rain, a high of 51. And then partly sunny, breezy, and cooler again on Tuesday. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Hi, this is Jim Flag, commercial banker for People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. People's National Bank has served local businesses and farmers for over 100 years. With a wide variety of deposit and loan products, we have all your banking needs covered. From opening or expanding a business to purchasing a farm implement for the upcoming season, People's National Bank is here to help. Stop by today and let us show you what a true community bank can do for you.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois farmers and businesses since 1909. Member FDIC.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Mt. Vernon is pleased to announce the opening of TMS Mobility and Rehab. TMS Mobility will focus on standard as well as custom mobility products. TMS Mobility will offer power chairs, scooters, chairlifts, and ramps. TMS employs 2 custom seating specialists with years of experience, Kathy Graham and Jeff Burkett, as well as repair technician Stefan Tamplin. For those people who are in a chair for long periods of time, seating becomes critical in avoiding pressure sores as well as skeletal and muscle complications. Owner Eric Black says, "We're excited to be the only locally owned company in Southern Illinois with the ability to service all your mobility needs regardless of the complexity. TMS is glad to call Mt. Vernon home. If you are a loved one or in need of our services, give us a call at area code 618-242-8776. That's 618-242-8776. Or feel free to stop by 2339 Broadway in Mt. Vernon.
And clearly we are back in Changnon Gymnasium. Glad to have you with us tonight. Round number 4 between the Mt.Vernon Rams and the Marion Wildcats. This time it counts in the South 7 Conference race. Of course, neither team really a sniff of the title at this point. Cahokia is going to run away as your conference champion, but bragging rights on the line. Can Mt. Vernon even the season series at 2-2? Or will Marion win the season series at 3-1? You'll find out here tonight, just as you're getting ready to find out your Central Christian Church starting lineups. Central Christian Church, log on to thenewscentral.com where you can watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. That's thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Let's meet the Marion Cats.
Number 3, Jawan Tucker. Number 11, Brant Hill. Number 22, Braden Reeves. Number 25, Gabe Murphy. And number 40, Carson Cash for Shane Hawkins, Marion Wildcats.
Of course, Central Christian Church is loving God and loving people. Connect with them at thenewscentral.com where you can watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. Log on to thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Let's meet the Mt.Vernon Rams.
Number 3, Jaron Lydell. Number 4, Braden Fitzgerald. Number 22, Michael Feeser. Number 32, Jake Pike. And number 33, Trevor Flota for Scott Gambers, Mt.Vernon Rams.
Of course, you were just moments away from quite the experience at Changnon Gymnasium. Of course, every home game, the drum line comes out as the Rams starting lineups are introduced. We'll give you a taste of that as we do every time on WMIXsports.com and, of course, across your radios on WMIX FM, Mt. Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Speaking of Effingham, the Rams are at Effingham against the Flaming Hearts on Tuesday. Finish up the regular season on the road at Carbondale on Friday. Rams fans will take their feet. Here is the drum line. Enjoy.
Rams. 5'9" senior, number 3, Jeremy
And there you go, the Mt.Vernon Rams drumline. Glad to have you with us. Hope you enjoyed it. On WMIX, the Rams will be dressed in their home whites tonight. Orange trim, black trim, orange numerics trimmed in black. While the Marion Wildcats will be in their away navy with gold trim, white trim and gold numerics. Rams will go right to left as you look at your radio, as will the Wildcats go left to right. It'll be Brant Hill and Michael Fieser to tip for the Cats and the Rams, respectively. Officials for tonight's contest are Larry Barnett of McCanda, Rick Runge, and Michael Austin of Murfreesboro. Larry Barnett will be the lead official tonight. He will tip this basketball up as we're set to get underway at about 8:03. The tip will be controlled in the backcourt by the Marion Wildcats. Murphy with the basketball, dropped it back to Zach Nave across the timeline. Back off the left side, Hill looking to lean in, throws off to the left for Murphy. Picks up the dribble, throws back to the top for Nave. He's getting a start tonight for the Wildcats. First time we've seen him start tonight against the Rams this year. This is the fourth time, too many, that these two teams have met up. Off to the left, that's Gabe Murphy. We'll give him one tournament maybe. Off the left side, off the wing, that's going to be Hill. Back to the left, baseline, no good. Off of the jumper by Cash. Rebound to the Rams, and here we go. 7:27 to play in the opening quarter. Rams the basketball. Lydell off a left-hand dribble. Good to see Jaron back in the starting lineup tonight. Nursed a shoulder injury. Got back into some PT last week at Cahokia. Off the left wing, that is Flota. Back to the circle. Pivots back near side. Looking to find a man. It'll be Lydell. 7-11 mark of the first. Still no score. Rams and Marion. Here it's Changnon. Nice move to the back door, as unintentional as it may have been, as Lydell was able to rescue a play that was broken up, and Fieser turns it over.
Yeah, it got bumped, but did travel with the basketball before.
A Ram turnover there. Rams basketball, of course, is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. 5 Jefferson County locations, and of course you can find them in Dix, Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Looking off the left side for the Cats, that was Hill. He looked for Murphy. Now back to Nave off of the right. Tucker checks in the ball game. He'll come off the right for Cash. Off the baseline, throws up to the top for Nave. No score. 6:42 to play in the first. Marion's second possession. A three try coming. Yes. Gabe Murphy knocks down the three from the outside. Marion takes a 3-love lead.
That was pretty easy. Not a lot of resistance there on the wing on that defense for that three-pointer that was made.
Off the left wing, off the dribble. Going to be a pull-up jumper off the baseline. No good for Fitzgerald's. Rebound to go to Nave. 6:20 to play in the first. The Rams trailing Marion 3-0. Into the front court quickly. Ooh, Hill may have gotten away with the walk, but he got inside for the finger roll. 5-0 is the Marion run.
That was pretty quick. Mount Vernon right now not getting back defensively on that transition after the missed shot.
They are not. They are struggling early, no doubt about it. Nice move off the left, but Lydell blocked by Cash. Money shot that time. It'll be rebounded by the Cats. Into the front court we go. Nave with it off the deep left wing. Looks to the left side for Tucker. Has it tipped away. Rams will try to recover. Good save by Fitz and the Fieser. 5:48 to play in the first. 5-0 is your Mount Vernon deficit. Rams looking to get back into it here, trying to get their first bucket of the game. We have some scores already rolling in. Of course, we will be the late game tonight due to the Hall of Fame festivities, and they will also honor the South 7 Conference champion Lady Rams at the half. Coming out of the left corner, that is going to be Pike. Works mid-post, has it blocked. Probably not really a shot attempt, just a turnover more or less. Into the right wing, it'll be Murphy. Nave up top, and what's going to be the whistle here?
Got a foul on Mt.Vernon. Mt.Vernon right now, and a night like this, kind of a pseudo-senior night as Fitzgerald picks up his first. He had all the delay between, all the excitement of the Hall of Fame, a lot of people and kids probably in awe, and it's hard to get the focus. Your coach is off getting honored, a lot of extra energy in the building, so Mt.Vernon's got to get focused in this one really quick.
It's a quick trigger off to Hill. They found Murphy inside, threw it to Hill off the right block, misses the bunny. Rebound will come to the Rams. 5:14 to play in the first. 5-0 is your Marion lead. Wildcats slipping out to the early advantage. It's going to be Fitz across the timeline, almost poked away by Tucker. Malik Stuckey not in the starting lineup tonight for the Cats. Ooh, and that's going to be a... Wow. Good job by Gabe Murphy. Get his feet set. Floater runs right in. That'll be a player control foul on the Rams. It'll be a Scott Gambert timeout. Timeouts presented by the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Pleased to announce the opening of TMS Mobility and Rehab. Stop by and let Jeff Burkett and the staff at TMS Mobility and Rehab help you with all of your standard and custom mobility needs. We're just roughly 3 minutes into this contest in the first quarter. 5-0 is the Marion lead, and Rams just haven't started very well.
Haven't started at all. Can't even say well or good or indifferent because they haven't started. They've kind of been up and down the floor, a couple turnovers, a couple missed shots. And this Mt.Vernon team right now kind of maybe in all of what's going on, a lot of distractions here tonight with everything going on, and maybe because of the last win against Marion, maybe a little bit kind of distracted, but boy, have not come out very focused here early on in this one.
We'll see what happens here the rest of the way. 5:02 to play in the first. 5-0 the Wildcat lead. Their possession out of the timeout, length of the floor. Nave will throw off to the left side for Hill. Into the left corner, it'll be Gabe Murphy with the basketball, trying to dribble around a screen, throws to the top. Cash back to the left. This will be Brand Hill. Back to the top, near the left wing now, off of the dribble. It'll be Tucker. Marion trying to penetrate here, not finding a good look. It'll be stripped away. Buddha's into the ball game. He'll throw it up the right side for Feezer. Layup will be good. Buddha back into the game, or back in the lineup, I should say, and the Rams get their first points. Feezer makes it 5-2. Marion on top, 4:25 to play in the first. We'll look for a Rend Lake College player of the game in this one. Rend Lake College, we can save thousands on your college education. Find which degree or certificate program is right for you at rlc.edu. Jumper off the left baseline is good.
Can't leave Carson Cash open from mid-range. He is a good shot from there.
I think the Rams might have learned that by now. He's burned them quite a few times over the past 3 games, now possibly a 4th. 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. 7-2 is your score. Marion by 5. Floater with it off of the right wing. Looking into the corner for Fitz. Coming around off a left-hand dribble. Has Hawkins off the near side of the circle, trying to make something happen. Now into the corner. Didn't see the shot. Looked like Pike for 3. Rebound by Buddha. Going to be no good. Rebound will be tipped to Marion. It'll be Tucker underneath. Rams got the initial defensive look. Couldn't come up with anything after that. And now to the front court go to Wildcats. 3 on the way. It's going to be from Murphy. No good. Hawkins with the rebound. And here come the Vernon. Down 7-2. It's to Feezer from Fitz coming off the block. That's going to be a blocking foul. That'll be on Gabe Murphy.
Okay, nobody got hurt. You'll notice, too, that when Mt.Vernon misses a shot, Marion usually is not letting them have a second chance.
That'll be key tonight as we go along. 3:28 to play in the first quarter. It's a 7-2 score. Marion on top. It'll be Ram basketball. After the Marion's first foul of the game. Community First Bank of the Heartland, of course, the official voice of Rams Athletics. Here on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. See Bria or Debbie Ashby in Mt.Vernon for all your personal banking needs. Off of the right sideline, that is going to be Shakari Hawkins. Looking around right at the circle for Lydell. It is Lydell, Fitzgerald's, Flota, Feezer, and Hawkins for the Rams. Not to be confused with Shane Hawkins, head coach of the Marion Wildcats. Right wing from Feezer, it's Fitzgerald's. Good ball fake, comes to the elbow, kicks out Buddha. Shake gets in. He has 2 nicknames. Such a great move. It was illegal.
Yeah, when he went for the jump stop, he came down and the feet hit different times. They got to bounce at the same time.
Had the right idea.
Something that never happens. Never seen that hockey.
I haven't seen either of those fights.
No. It's good stuff.
Marion trying to break the press. They will. Looking into the front court. It'll be left baseline jumper again. Carson Cash comes up empty. Not much in the register that time. It'll be an inbound in the paint. It'll be a jump ball. Should favor the Rams if that's the call.
Should be. The way the referee was running in there, gave the jump ball, and then did a great job of running in their veteran crew to stop any kind of extracurriculars that could have been going on but weren't.
They get it stopped early. Veteran officiating crew here for you tonight. 7-2, Marion on top. 2:46 to play in the first. We're in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, almost driven by Shakari Hawkins looking for the backdoor lob. But tonight driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mt.Vernon. Check them out at fordsquare.com. Big President's Day sale will continue tomorrow and Monday at Ford Square and King City Chrysler, 1501 and 1603 Broadway in Mt.Vernon. Inside play, it'll be to Feezer, rolls it off the back iron, rebound to Tucker. Here come the the Wildcats in the front court. That was Colton Carter looking in for Colton Cash. The Coltons are money. Cash able to bank it in off the right block.
You give a kid like that a shot in position on the block, he's going to score more times than not from that area.
Marion's largest lead now is 7, 9-2. 2:21 to play in the first. It's turned over to the front court. Hill's going to come up with a steal, goes across the court. No good. Tip back by Tucker is no good. Tucker came mid-post, leapt over for the rebound. Couldn't get the tip back. Rams off of the defensive board in the front court. Fits off of the right wing. Steps elbow. Now Flota's going to try an NBA 3. No good. Rebound to Tucker.
One and done. Mt.Vernon heads back on defense.
They need some second chances of some sort. As will finally be walked across the timeline by Zach Nave. Looking off to the left for Carter. Settles for Hill off of the left arc with 1:48 to play here in your first quarter. All-Stars and Stitches. If you can put a logo on it, they can probably print it. See Big Dave at All-Stars and Stitches just west of Benton High School. Or call 435-5555. Turnaround Hill. He's trying to throw backdoor for Cash. Lydell will get the tip. and come up with a turnover. Good steal by Jaron. 1:30 to play in the first. 7-point ball game. It is 9-2. Off the left, that'll be Fitz coming around. Ooh, nice move by Fitz to the basket.
Braden did a little runner that time. Lobbed it up over the taller post players from Marion and dropped it straight down into the rim.
1:14 to play in the first. 9-4 is your score. 5-point ball game. Cash with it up top. Looks off to the right for Carter. Has Tucker coming around. No, it's going to be Denave up top. Works down, finds a seam left post. No good. Left the roller off the front iron, and we're going to have some contact underneath.
It truly is scary. Marion's missed about 3 or 4 layups here. They could be up probably 17-4. They just haven't made their shots close.
I, sir, see you writing on paper. That means we're not that far from a scoreboard update.
End of the first quarter, Centralia over Carbondale 14-12. Woodlawn over Clay City 20-5. Carmi over Fairfield 18-13. Effingham over Salem 20-5. Robinson over Oblong 17-8 in the JV game tonight here. Mount Vernon beat Marion 51-30.
Tony Wilt's glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the White State Farm Jeep around town. There's your scoreboard update. Inbound finally comes in length of the floor. Clayton Reeves in the ballgame. Fitz going to find a seam off baseline. That'll be a blocking foul. It'll be an and one for Braden Fitzgerald, the freshman. As he makes it 9-6, the Rams are back within a possession. Could be a 2-point deficit if Fitz can knock down the and one shot here at the line.
Well, that was a nice play. Freshman showing some excitement, enthusiasm. Mount Vernon needs that energy right now.
Just 52 ticks of that first quarter clock remain at Changnon Gym. Final home game of the season. Glad to have you with us. We hope you're in the gymnasium listening to us. But if not, we're glad to have you however you may be accessing this broadcast tonight. The and one is good. 3-point play for Fitz. That'll make it 9-7. The Rams are back within 2 with 42 seconds to play in this first quarter. Stuckey's into the ballgame. Hill through left wing for Hill. Now back in the left corner, Carter. Hill deep left wing. Bounce pass off the skip will go Stuckey. Good ball fake by Stuckey. Back to Tucker this time. Tries a 3 right wing. It's in and out. Ooh, nice play by Carter. Got the offensive board and the putback.
Right now, Marion's having their way.
Colton Cash, comes up with the bucket. It's 11-7.
6 of them for Cash tonight already.
He's enjoyed playing Mount Vernon this year. I can tell you that right now. 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. 11-7 ball game. Marion on top on Hall of Fame night. Cahokia spoiled the Hall of Fame last year. Marion trying to do it again this year.
That's an uh-oh there. White line, black line. There's only 3 gyms I know of still play a restraining line. They're all in this area.
Actually, I can guess them.
Yep.
Not all of them play them. I know they have them. Is that right? Up top with 3 seconds. Fitz will tip it back. Hold up from near the volleyball line, in and out. About as close as you could get from the 10-foot line, and Flota can't come up with it at the buzzer. We head to the second quarter. The Mount Vernon Rams trailing Marion 11-7. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
Southern Illinois now has a better home for sports. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Jam-packed with local scores, video highlights, and archives of every local sports broadcast on WMIX. Did your team win? Missed that game-winning shot last night? Didn't catch your favorite coach on the Saturday sports show? WMIXSports.com is right at your fingertips. On your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, or your video game console. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Do you farm or operate an agriculture-based business? Then Community First Bank is for you. Hi, I'm Steve Down, Agribusiness Lending Officer at Community First Bank. With our roots firmly planted in Jefferson County, we offer the stability, strength, and personal attention that you deserve. Community First Bank wants to be your financial partner. Customized products for both your personal and farm banking needs. Stop by any of our 5 convenient Jefferson County locations to see how we can help your business grow.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we welcome you back, Changnon Gymnasium. Glad to have you with us. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski. The Rams trail.
I'm here at the game.
What'd I say?
You sent me a text.
So I said, who knows? So, whatever.
I'm like, what?
Oh, I sent you the APB text earlier. I used that same window. Jumper inside the 3-point line. Up near the right elbow by Tucker's no good. Defensive rebound for the Rams. Trailing 4. Here comes Fitz. Oh, a hard foul, and that'll be a block. Fitz goes in like a bull in a china shop, and that'll be a blocking foul by Jawan.
I wasn't expecting that score update.
Well, that means somebody might not have gotten it. You're right.
You're going back in the time machine.
Well, I just thought I didn't say you. I thought maybe I said I was solo. That's where I was confused. It's like, I'm pretty sure I just said Danny Czerwinski.
You did.
Hey, we haven't coughed yet, either one of us.
That's a good sign.
That's a new record. As Fitz is at the line shooting 2, trying to get the Rams back within a possession. It does it right there. 11-8. The Rams are down 3. 7:40 to play in the second quarter. Brought to you by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Of course, Community First Bank, proud to be sponsors of the Mt.Vernon Rams and Lady Rams on WMIX. So follow us all the way through the final out of baseball and softball. Great support of Rams athletics here on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Second one, no good by Fitz. Stuckey came with the rebound. It'll be Tucker up the right side. Stops near the mid-post, looking around. Needs some help. He'll zip it right out to that left wing for Stuckey. Tucker with it up top. Drops it off left wing for Hill. Off the right, it'll be Carter. Back to the left for Hill. Trying to dribble in. Throws out to the outside for Carter. 2 Coltons. A Hill, a Stuckey, and a Tucker for the Wildcats. As Feaser's going to come up with a steal. They tried to go off to the right sideline on a curl. Feaser picked it away. Fitzgerald's across the timeline, left of the circle, throws off to the wing for Reeves. Back to the left side. It'll be Feaser with the basketball. Finds a seam baseline, off glass, good. And the Rams are back within 1. Signs of life. We like it. Trying to break the Ram pressure, and that's what Marion does. Hill steps inside the arc off the left wing, hands to Stuckey. He found a seam. Right layup is no good. Rebound will be to Stuckey. He got it himself. Yes, he did. Carter off the pass. Turnaround inside is no good. Rebound by Tucker. Puts it up. No good.
Marion right now dominating on the boards, and that is a problem for Mt.Vernon. They just cannot get on the rebounds. Too many chances. Again, Marion's missed a ton of close shots and still can't get only up by 1. If they'd be making their layups, this one would be way going on.
First free throw by Tucker is good. Oh, that stinks. Chase Fosberg falls by decision 5-3 in the semifinals to Dan Gores of Caneland out of Maple Park.
Prominent football power as well.
I believe he's still get a medal shot there, though, don't he?
Yes. Dang. The way I understand how that wrestleback works.
Well, Chase luckily made it all the way to the semis. It's Alex going through the wrestleback. Still waiting on some more results, of course, from the state finals. It's interesting how wrestling works out. Of course, interesting shot from left corner. No good by Fitz. A tree try. Rebound, now a foul. It was rebounded by Marion. Hill headed into the front court, left of the circle. That could possibly be a foul on Braden Fitzgerald, even though it was taken away by Feaser. 6:19 to play in the first half. 13-10 your score. Marion's up 3. Trying to give the Rams their first home loss of the year. So the inbound will come side out of bounds. Into the backcourt for Stuckey across the timeline. Nice. Slide pass off of the right is to Colton. I got him mixed up now. That's going to screw with me all night. Carter with it off the left wing. 2 kids named Colton, and I'll explain why I get them confused in a second. As Hill tries to go off the left post and throws it off the glass. You have Colton Carter, and you have Colton Cash. And when you work at a country station, those two will kind of blend together. So.
Here's an issue for Mt.Vernon. Lydell with 2 fouls, Fitzgerald's with 2 fouls. And right now the perimeter defense is little to none for Mt.Vernon because Marion's having their way as Hill hits the first free throw. Marion's having little no resistance up top, and if you don't have your pawns doing a lot of stuff up top, then the big pieces behind that aren't going to be able to do much, and that's what Mt.Vernon's running into right now.
As Hill misses a second, but does make it a 2-possession ball game. 14-10, 6 to play in the first half. Lydell within the backcourt off of the Ram rebound. Now into the front at the circle. Looks off to the right wing for Feaser. Shane Hawkins will bark into play. The former Pinckneyville Panther went on to Southern and I believe still the all-time 3-point leader in the Missouri Valley Conference. Between the circles, Pike looking for the pass off of the right sideline for Flota. Thought the Rams have an opportunity to attack the basket. Instead, settling at the top. It'll be Pike with a 3-try. No good off glass. Rebound tipped away by Flota to Lydell. Yes. Nice play off of the right block, and the Rams cut the deficit in half. 14-12, 2-point game, 5:22 to play in the first half. Stuckey with it off of the right wing, looked inside, but threw it to left and threw it out of bounds. Turnover Wildcats with 5:16 to go in the half, still 14-12.
Marion's one of their sloppier possessions.
Eek. Woof. We'll see my friends Kathy, Marsha, or Hillary in Mt.Vernon at Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Mt.Vernon Rams. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Welcome back, Hawkins in the lineup. Oh, just left short off the left block. Lydell tried for the rebound, then dribbles it out of bounds, steps on the end line. It'll be Marion basketball. Scott Gamber wearing a black shirt and part of the blackout tonight. Orange tie. Probably more of a dark graphite slacks. Shane Hawkins, meanwhile, kind of a dark graphite look as well with black slacks. He is wearing a sport coat with a deep burgundy shirt. Did not get a look at the tie, but I believe there's some black elements in that burgundy tie as well. That's how your coaches look tonight. We are in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, of course, driven by King City Chrysler, 1603 Broadway in Mt.Vernon. Don't forget about that Hertz rental car location. Right there at 1603 Broadway. 4:58 to play in the first half. Tucker with the basketball off of the right wing. Hawkins to Greek, trying to find a seam. Found a passing lane up top, however. It'll be Malik Stuckey. Left-hand dribble off to the left side. Finds a nice move into the paint, but throws off to the right wing. Marion's going to pin it. Nope, they're going to throw around the perimeter. Stuckey with it up top, off the hill pass. Back to the left side. Colton Carter a three. Good. Wow. Dang. Look at that.
Got a guard. Mt.Vernon right now, the perimeter is not there. Defensively, not very good at all.
Eek. 4:26 to play in the first half. Now a 5-point game. Rams will get the high ball screen. Now throwing back to the left side. Pike to Hawkins. Left hand, right hand dribble. It's going to be picked away from Colton Carter. They look for Pike. Carter will come away with it. Pike trying to get the last laugh. He will tip it out of bounds. So Carter came up with a steal, but then did not look behind and did not feel the presence of Pike. Whoa, look at that halftime score. Pike did not feel the presence behind him. End result will be Marion re-triggering right in the bucket. Whoa, good golly. Well, I'll get you a scoreboard update here in just a tick. 4:10 to play. First half from Changnon Gym. Rams trailing Marion. Ooh, there's Buddha with a steal at the elbow. Now throwing near side for Flota. They break the press. Layup's good. Good move. Shake Hawkins all the way to Trevor Flota.
How Shikari is always in the middle of something like that.
Yeah. Phenomenal effort tonight out of the Ram reserve. He got some starting time and made the best of it with Lydell out with a shoulder injury. Lydell in the starting lineup. How about a pull-up three? There it is.
You're shooting all alone. You're shooting all alone in the gym. Nobody guarding you. That's what happens.
20-14 extends the Marion lead to 6. Their largest was 7. 3:33 to play in the first half. Clayton Reeves with it off of the right. Back to the top for Flota. Off a right-hand dribble against Brant Hill. Now back looking to the right side for Reeves. I kind of stumble on the names that don't begin an F because you're just used to saying an F after an F after an F. Right now it's Flota, Reeves, Feezer, Lydell, and Hawkins. It's Flota in the lane, leaves it short, rebound will go to Brant Hill. It was a great find in the paint about mid-post for Flota. Couldn't finish. 3:06 to play, second quarter, 20-14 your score. Marion on top. How about a Ren Lake College player of the game? Come your way in the postgame show. See how you can save thousands on your collegiate education at Ren Lake College, where you can find over 100 degree and certificate programs at rlc.edu. Or you can find a backdoor cut along the baseline for Colton Cash, who makes it easy do since 22-14. So Cash, hate to use that pun again, is money tonight. 22-14, 8-point game. Mt.Vernon trailing. Foot on the line deuce coming from Flota. Left it short. Should have stood back maybe a little bit more. Didn't look like. It looked like he found out where he was and wasn't comfortable with the shot. Brant Hill with it off of the right wing. Looking mid-post. There's Cash off a turnaround. Left it off the left side. Good rebound by Tucker. Put back block from behind. There's Hawkins again. Shake comes up big. Rams in the front court. Lydell length the floor. Trying to bob and weave through traffic. Great dribbling. Good ball handling there by Mr. Hawkins.
Kind of a nickel-dimer there for Marion, but it works as a foul because Lydell was the aggressive one.
And at the line shooting two is Jaron Lydell. We'll see if he can bring this one a little bit closer. It's Marion's largest lead of the night. The Cats are up 8. 2:18 to play in the first half. Lydell will in and out. Thought he was going to make his first free throw of the night. I'll tell you about Sarah Staley, one of our Rams boosters on WMIX. What you don't know or understand about your existing policies can end up hurting you and your family. With the right help from Country Financial, almost any family can achieve financial security. Develop a plan to meet your goals with your Country Financial rep in Mt.Vernon, Sarah Staley, proud sponsor of Rams Athletics. Lydell missed both. Stuckey got the rebound. It's to Tucker across the timeline. Right side with 2:10 to play in the first half. It'll be Stuckey to handle. Back off the left for Hill. Marion looking to add to this 8-point lead. Maybe looking for double digits, and we are going to have what? It's an illegal screen off the right.
Yeah, it's kind of another cheapie, but that's 3. Or 2. That's 3. I was going to say, that's 3 on Stuckey. Wow.
The three and
he
the
didn't
double
start
zeros
the game.
messed me up. But you're right. That is not good for Shane Hawkins and his Wildcat bunch. 2:02 to play in the first half. It's 22-14. You can find plenty of scores on Twitter at WMIX Sports or our Twitter feed at WMIXsports.com. Three on the way from Reeves up top. No. Bounced off the front iron and ricocheted into the hands of Jawan Tucker. And the Wildcats have yet another opportunity to make this a double-digit lead with 1:42 to play in the first half. See my girl Sharon at the Ina location, Community First Bank of the Heartland. 5 Jefferson County locations to welcome you back to personal banking. We're going to welcome you back to a Ram possession. Marion looked for the pass off of the right sideline. Couldn't get anything out of it. Turnover.
If Marion would have made their layups earlier and not been so sloppy on a handful of possessions as well, wow, you know, they would be up big time here in this one.
They've squandered some chances for sure. Hawkins with it to circle. Throws over to Doug Gardner. Looking off the right block. Beezer. No. It'll be Pike off the backdoor rebound. Putbacks coming into contact. No good. Tip back to Pike off the Feezer tip, and it'll be a foul on Marion. Jake Pike nails. Should be going to the line to shoot two.
Is going to line. Marion that time. First time they really haven't rebounded very well.
Ooh. I like that ooh. It means something intriguing.
Effingham rolling over Salem, the Rams' next opponent. 35-11. That's what was ew.
I see. Did you retweet that?
Done.
Then if you follow us on Twitter, you can see it too at WMIX Sports. Check it out. 1:14 to play in the half. Pike drained 2 there. Brings the Rams back within 6. Both shots good at the line by Jake Pike. 1:14 to play in the first half. Rams still in full court here on the defensive end. Trying to trap Marion. Hill not buying, throws back to Zach Nave, and it starters, 4+ Carter for the Wildcats. Colton Carter with it up top with a minute to play in the first half. 22-16 is your score. The Rams down 6, need a bucket, need a stop. There's Jake Pike, we need him, but it was almost a tip-in. Cash trying to recover. It'll be tipped out of bounds off of Marion, off of the baseline. Ram basketball linked to the floor. Oh, me, oh my, me, oh my. A scoreboard update will be coming your way, and of course a lengthy Second Chance Auto halftime show. They will honor the Lady Rams, your South 7 Conference champs, here at the half from Changnon Gym. Good play to Hawkins coming around off the curl, left wing, yes! How about that?
And Mt.Vernon's going to get warned for messing with the ball after it goes through the cylinder. Mt.Vernon's got to be thinking if they're 4 or less or 4 or just a couple more points, they're happy or lucky to be down by this many the way they have played in this first half.
Amen, compadre. Here we come off the right. That's going to be Carter. Layup's good. Found him off of the right block as they broke the press, and it's 24-18. Marion's back up 6, but here comes Lydell hurrying across the timeline. Left-handed to the free throw line. Kicks out wing Hawkins. Into the corner. Pike off a ball fake. Dribbles in. Oop. Shot no good, but the rebound underneath for Lydell. Trying to scoop it out. Almost stolen away. It'll be Carter that comes up with it. Another turnover for Mt.Vernon. And here come the Cats into the front court with 13 seconds. Looking for Cash. They're trying to get Cash coming up that left post and find him at the back door. Pass was too strong. It'll be another Marion turnover. Rams have a chance. I think you'd be very comfortable with the 4-point deficit. Good grief.
Yeah.
7 seconds to go here in the first half. That's a score update. Gardner, a 3 from the right side is no good. Backdoor rebound. Pike puts it up at the buzzer. Yes! And the Rams will go in the locker room down 4. At the half, it's Marion 24, Mt.Vernon 20. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. With a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. Only on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com. Where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
It's finally here. The new WMIX website has hit the internet. Log on to WMIX94.com on your computer, tablet, or mobile device. Make an eQuest. That's right. One click and your request hits our studio. You can even get to know our air staff. Find easier access to WMIX on the Twitterverse and Facebook. Stay up to date on local events along with local news, sports, weather, obits, and more. It's the all-new WMIX94.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting. That's WMIX94.com.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you You can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount, too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Ford Square and King City Chrysler are celebrating President's Day with great offers for your trade on Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Both dealerships are in desperate need of local, quality trades to restock their inventory and are prepared to offer you a trade-in value up to $3,500 above the regional market value stated by Black Book. Take advantage of huge incentives this President's Day weekend on new inventory with as low as 0% financing. They will also have rebates, discounts, and savings totaling up to $10,000. Now is definitely the best time to buy. Be sure to go by and see any of their sales associates this Friday, Saturday, and Monday at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway, and King City Chrysler Center at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
PNB To Go mobile banking from People's National Bank is here. Sign up for PNB To Go mobile banking and get instant access to your account info with your mobile device. You can check your account balances, transfer funds, pay bills, review recent transactions, and much more. The best part is PNB To Go mobile banking is free.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, wireless carrier fees may apply.
This is Rams basketball on WMIX. The Second Chance Auto Halftime Show starts now.
And we welcome you back inside Changnon Gymnasium. Extended halftime. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski as the Marion Wildcats have a 24-20 lead here at the break over your Mt.Vernon Rams. 4 times these two teams have met this year. The Rams can tie it up at 2 apiece if they win here tonight and come from behind the second half, or Marion can go away with a 3-1 series win in the regular season. Could these two teams meet up possibly in a regional championship game? We'll have to find out. Marion, of course, the number 4 seed in that regional over number 5 here, and they will play on Monday night. That will be Monday the 25th. The Rams will be idle until the 27th in that regional, when they will take on Massac County. Carbondale, the 1 seed, of course, on Tuesday night, as I said this out of order, will, of course, get the winner of that 4-5 matchup. Of course, this is your Second Chance Auto halftime show. Tax time, believe it or not, is here. Second Chance Auto has your largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced at $10,000 in one location. Second Chance Auto, of course, no fancy gimmicks, just 32 years of honest deals and proudly supporting the Mt.Vernon Rams. We'll get to your Heartland Accounting halftime stats here in just a shake. We'll also get you a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update. We're going to tell you what in the Sam Hill is going on here at half at Changnon. We had the Mt.Vernon Lady Rams Super 7. Good grief, look at me. South 7 Conference Championship team, of course, was recognized just a moment ago, as was your Lady Rams bowling team, of course. They finished second in the sectional, but they advanced on to the state finals. So the Lady Rams bowlers, of course, were recognized a moment ago. So we've had that. We've had talk of the Bosberg brothers, of course, Chase and Alex. Now we have the Rams cheerleaders who took 5th place in the state being recognized at ICCA. They did that. JV Rams cheerleaders, of course, placed as well up there. So a great effort and a lot of great things to talk about here in the King City with high school athletics at Changnon Gym tonight. Of course, the Lady Rams season came to an abrupt end on Tuesday night against the Heron Lady Tigers, 44-28. So there you go. And the cheerleaders are recognized as Principal Wes Olson, who is on Twitter, by the way, does a great job of helping Mt.Vernon do such a phenomenal job on the social media. Doug Creel now on Twitter at MVTHS Athletics. We encourage you to follow both of those gentlemen as they bring you the best assortment of information when it comes to Mt.Vernon Township High School, district number 201. So we have not started the 10 minutes on the clock here at halftime just yet. We'll have an extended Second Chance Auto halftime show. We told you the tax time is here, and Second Chance Auto has never had a better selection. If you're in the market for a vehicle, they have no fancy gimmicks, just 32 years of honest deals, instant approval, and bank rate financing. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. So you'll hear a standing ovation for the Rams cheerleaders, the JV, of course, your state champions. Congratulations to them. We will take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have your Heartland Accounting halftime stats. This is the Second Chance Auto halftime show from WMIX Sports.
Tax time means savings time. Use that tax refund at Second Chance Auto to purchase the best quality used vehicle around. In fact, in their 32-year history, the selection has never been better at Second Chance Auto. Clean, dependable, and great-looking cars, trucks, minivans, and a huge selection of small, mid-size, and full-size SUVs. Most priced under $10,000 with 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. Yes, your tax refund is your ticket to the vehicle you've always wanted. At Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mt.Vernon. Call 244-4582.
Welcome back to Personal Banking is more than our tagline at Community First Bank. It's the truth. From our 5 locations in Jefferson County, the debit cards tied to local schools that we offer, the dozens of scholarships we provide to local youth, and even our president who sits at the front door. The Community First Bank difference is apparent. Our mission as Jefferson County's premier community bank is to provide the best customer service around. Stop by one of our 5 locations and experience true personal banking. Community First Bank with locations in Mt.Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we welcome you back inside Changnon Gymnasium. Glad to have you with us tonight on WMIX FM and WMIXsports.com. We're a little past the bottom of the hour. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
Vernon Rams basketball. We are WMIX FM, Mt.Vernon, Marion, Effingham. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
There you have it. That's who we are. I'm Chris Hugo. He's Danny Czerwinski. Jeff Crow up in the Crow's Nest tonight. Brings you the video at WMIXsports.com. We have Avery Barton back at our Mt.Vernon studio. Here is they're going to put an abbreviated clock up now here at the half. And, of course, we have the halftime entertainment. It'll be your Rockin' Rams cheerleaders in D.C. Of course, one thing that we cannot forget are our Heartland Accounting halftime stats. And the good folks at Heartland Accounting take care of that for us. Actually, we do the work. They just help us.
Mt.Vernon was 7 of 18 from two-point range, 39%. Didn't hit a 3 in the first half in 6 attempts. Mt.Vernon was 7 of 24 from the field for 29%. Marion was 6 of 17 from two-point range, 33%. They were 3 of 5 from the arc for 60%. The Wildcats go 9 of 22 from the field for 41%. Free throw shooting, Mt.Vernon 4 out of 6 for 67%. Marion was 3 out of 4 for 75%. Surprisingly, as I harped on the rebounding, Mt.Vernon made gains in the second quarter to tie it up at 17. Mt.Vernon with 6 turnovers. Marion had 9 in the first half. Scoring-wise, Marion had 5 players score in the first half. Carson Cash had 8. Colton Carter and Juwan Tucker had 5. Brant Hill 3 and Gabe Murphy had 3. The Rams had 6 players score in the first half. Braden Fitzgerald's led the way with 6. Michael Fieser and Jake Pike with 4. And then Jaron Lydell, Shikari Hawkins, and Trevor Flota with 2 points apiece to give you a halftime score of Marion 24, Mt.Vernon 20.
Get started right. Let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. We have one more break to take on your Second Chance Auto halftime show. We're going to do that, come back, and get you a scoreboard update. At the half, it's Marion 24, the Rams 20. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
What is good sports talk, really? Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news, with a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news, only on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com, where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. At Banterra, we understand that banking is a relationship. It's a friendly face that knows your name, understands your needs, supports your goals. Banterra offers a complete range of personal and business banking products with competitive rates and loans that range from small projects to multi-million-dollar opportunities. We offer conveniences such as online banking, mobile banking, and direct deposit. For a strong community bank with exceptional customer service, Banterra is a smart choice for your banking needs. Banterra Bank, a proud supporter of Southern Illinois high school sports. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we welcome you back inside Changnon Gymnasium. Glad to have you with us for your Second Chance Auto halftime show. 24-20 is your halftime score. The Marion Wildcats have a end of second quarter lead on the Mt.Vernon Rams. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. It's about time to check in with a Tony Wiltz scoreboard update. Tony Wiltz is glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. We're going to check in with those halftime scores.
Halftime, Centralia over Carbondale 32-18. Woodlawn over Clay City 45-18. Waltonville over Wayne City 31-13. Chester over Cesar Valera 26-25. At the end of 3, Carmi over Fairfield 44-40. Harrisburg over Benton 50-16. End of 1, Murfreesboro over West Frankfort 10-7. At the half, DuQuoin over Nashville 18-17. At the end of 1, Pinckneyville over Sparta 19-11. At the end of 3, Effingham all over Salem 54-20. Robinson over Oblong 40-19. It is Carlinville over Vandalia at half 42-23. It's Mount Zion over Charleston 35-34 at the half. And Mulberry Grove leads Ramsey 24-20 at the half.
What was that last one?
Mulberry Grove and Ramsey.
Nice. That's a big battle in that area. Ramsey, of course, in Fayette County. Mulberry Grove in Bond County. Mulberry Grove will be making their way down to a local shootout next year. That'll be interesting. 24-20, Rams on trailing here at the half. Ooh, another one to piggyback.
Pinckneyville over Sparta 38-32 at the half.
There you have it.
There's some intrigue in that game. I can't
say.
mention it's off the floor, but there's some intrigue.
That's no fun.
Well, no. It's not anything emergency.
Oh, I got you. I'm with you now.
Intrigue.
Very intriguing. What's intriguing is the 24-20 score here at the half. Rams finally got Marion at the Salem Invitational in that consolation championship game, but lost the 2 prior matchup at Cuss Wilson. Rams come in tonight undefeated here at home. It's Hall of Fame night. You kind of get that feeling of you don't want to disappoint those here watching that may not have been here in quite a while. You have Jamar Sanders, who's the 2nd all-time leading scorer in MVTHS history, long-time all-time leading scorer. You have Will Lash, among others. You have Ron Marlowe's really no different because he's only missed 1 game since high school.
I'd like to see what his numbers are with Bob Garapy from Benton.
Sure.
Bob Garapy from Benton, another one. I don't know if Mt.Vernon fans know of the name or anything, but Bob Garapy's another guy who's only missed like 1 game since high school as well. And I'm not trying to make it a contest or anything, who's better, who's not, but I'm saying those are names of people that you see and hear about that don't miss games. That's tremendous.
It is. And Ron Marlowe, of course, often involved in Little League, and we'll talk about this tomorrow on the Saturday Sports Show. Ron's scheduled to join us. We'll talk with Doug Creel. First time we've been able to talk to Doug since he has retired as Rams head coach on the Saturday Sports Show, so we're looking forward to visiting with Doug again. We'll also have plenty of other guests to join us tomorrow morning as we talk the Mt.Vernon Township High School Hall of Fame. It's a 3-hour sports show tomorrow. We'll talk about that from 9:30 to 11. From about 8 after the 8 o'clock news till about 9:30, we will talk about some of the events going on in regional sports. So it'll be a busy lineup tomorrow. Wayne Hari, Jeff Lonnen, among others, scheduled to stop by tomorrow. We hope you'll join us 8:08 until 10 o'clock. What do the Rams need to do here in this second half? They're only down 4 at the break. They were down 8 at one point. What do the Rams need to do in this second half to maybe get this victory at home?
Well, the rebounding changed a little bit, which was good. But you got to make some shots, and you got to get the flow to the offense. It felt like Mt.Vernon was just taking shots on a whim. And sometimes when you do that and you take shots on a whim, that's what's going to happen. And offensively, they have to get better, much better in this half.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Of course, it'll be brought to you by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Don't forget you can see Bria Ashby or Debbie Ashby at Mt.Vernon to welcome you back to Personal Banking. They are personal bankers, and they do a fantastic job. Tell them we sent you. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Again, welcome back to Personal Banking. 24-20 your score. Marion on top. It'll be Rams basketball in this second half. It's Hall of Fame night from Changnon. Of course, the JV state champion cheerleaders, the 5th place varsity cheerleaders, the South 7 Conference champion Lady Rams basketball team, and your state finalist, Lady Rams bowlers, all honored during the half. We're glad to have you with us, regardless of how you may be accessing us. We are on Twitter at WMIX Sports, Facebook as well, and of course there is always, for your score needs, WMIXsports.com. Rams will be going left to right. It'll be Marion right to left. It'll be Jake Pike to trigger at half court. Braden Fitzgerald patiently awaits in the backcourt. Shane Hawkins having a conversation with Rick Runge.
I got some water or a contact or something on the floor over there. The conversation is quite joking and spirited.
Rick Runge, of course, a television phenomenon now.
Oh, he is.
Made Alvarado High School famous.
I'll say this, a scoreboard update at the end of the game is going to be a big one. Because by the time Mt.Vernon gets over with, Marion, There are going to be a lot of finals.
Beginning to think it was election night, feeling like we'd be on the air till midnight. 24-20 is your score, 7:51 to play in the third. Rams turn it over in the front court up the left sideline. There's a pass that just went right through the hands of Flota there on the left sideline in front of the Ram bench. 7:48 to play in the third quarter. It's 24-20. Marion with the basketball. Hill with it up top. Left-hand dribble trying to find a seam. Can't. Kicks it out to the left side. That'll be Murphy up to the top now for Tucker. Side steps to the right off of the dribble. Gets to the wing. Throws off to the right sideline. No, it's going to be off the block. Colton Cash again.
They let him get right on in. He's perched in the double figures with 10, and one possession goes through the hands. The other possession gets a basket.
It was 24-20 at the half. Now it's 26-20. 7:20 to play in the third quarter. Off of the deep left wing, Jaron Lydell. It's Lydell, Fitzgerald, Feeser, Pike, and Flota. Your Rams starters here in the second half. Off of the right wing, Trevor. Bounce pass to the top for Pike. Off to the left wing for Lydell. Rams trying to make a move. Lydell, a nice reverse layup coming off the baseline. Rebound tipped around by Feeser. And apparently he broke the law of verticality, and that'll be a foul on the Rams, their first of the half.
Most definitely did. Came right over that line.
Did that, I believe, even pushed off with his left hand.
He did it all. He was going to get push, vertical, everything. It was just a foul altogether.
Needless to say, he got his money's worth. First foul on the Rams in this second half. 6:57 to play in the third. It's 26-20. Marion up 6. Cash with it out of the short corner on the left side. Now to the left wing. 3 on the way from Nave is going to be short. Rebound will go to Fitz. Chaos Cage on their feet tonight. Cheerleading and blackout night for Changnon Gym. Off to the right side, Flota. Back to the top. Fitz will try a 3. It's off the mark to the left. He's pushed down, flopped, trying to get the foul call. Lob ahead off the rebound. Tucker beats everybody. Stripped by Fitz. What a move by the freshman on the defensive end. Rams into the front court. Bounce pass off the left. Pike waits for the D to clear. Leaves it short, but he's fouled.
So Fitzgerald misses the 3. Could have hung his head. Sprinted back, forced a turnover, got Mt.Vernon back with the basketball and an opportunity to get a couple of points.
For me, it's more of a wonderment, and how did he get back so quickly?
I'm telling you right now, there will be a lot of football teams in the next couple of years that will see the back of his jersey.
Wonder what his jersey number will be. We're about, what, 8 months away from that? I don't even know what month this is. It's February, so we're 6 months.
It was 201 days 2 weeks ago, so whatever 201 minus 14 is. Only reason I know that is one particular town has a countdown chart.
We'll get a Twitter pic of that before you know it, if we don't have one already. I think we did put one up.
Long time ago.
We're on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Rams back within 5, 26-21. On the free throws by Pike, he made the back end. 6:19 to play in the third. Rams will force the turnover. Pike gets in there. Lydell, layup good. Rams are back within 3. 6:14 to play. More points off of turnovers for the Vernoy, and they're back within a possession. What a play by Pike. What a layup. And now a 5-second call. Thought it was going to be a restraining line violator.
Yeah, right now Marion's a little rattled here. This is a run, and probably first of 2, maybe 3 that Mt.Vernon's going to have in this half.
Oh, boy. Left of the bucket, it'll be a lob, and off the left wing, Fitz trying to fight past the defender, Tucker. Nice pass, found Pike, reverse layup's good. And Pike brings the, But anyway, Pike brings the Rams back within 1. It's 26-25.
Feeser will get a bump foul. Michael Feeser will get the bump foul.
We'll get distracted easily. Tell you what, though, if you're tired of things like that, you must be tired of big corporate banking. You have a choice in Jefferson County. Committee First Bank is at home. Dix, Ina, Woodlawn, and Mt.Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Nice turnaround move off the dribble. Oh, but short by Brant Hill. Rebound to the Rams. It's Lydell. Rams down 1, 26-25. Looking to scoop it off back door to Flota. We'll have a charge.
Yep, another turnover. Second of Mt.Vernon. That is not good. And Lydell has picked up his third. That's a third already in the quarter for Mt.Vernon.
We'll get you plenty of scores throughout the night, presented by Tony Wilt. Ooh, what a kick save by Jake Pike. He went up and over. Whoa. And the Marion Wildcats will have to re-inbound to 5:37 mark of the third. Up just 1. It's 26-25.
I didn't know he worked it there because I thought he was in Genoa City.
So it was. Is that a grandchild of Victor?
Yes, it would be.
Nice. In the backcourt, Brant Hill throws across the timeline up the left side. That's going to be Tucker. 5:30 to play in the third. 26-20. You've got me up. That's just what I needed.
I know this play.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Seen it before.
Yeah.
Up top. Down to the right wing. It'll be Tucker. Crossover dribble to the elbow. Trying to pull it up. Stripped. Got his own basketball back. Now they're looking inside the paint. Sloppy play. It was a good one if you run it.
Well, it is.
Cats will turn it over. In the front court for Flota. Back 3 on the way in the lead. No from Fitz. Rebound will go to Hill, but it'll be stolen away by Flota. Backside, here comes Pike. Lead, yes. Rams take a 27-26 lead. First lead of the night. And they're getting a little rough in the backcourt. There's a foul. Feeser grabbed the arm first, but it looks like this one could be on Jake Pike instead. What a play by Jake Pike. 27-26, 4:56 mark of the third quarter. Rams are up one. Of course, we told you we'll have plenty of scoreboard updates, always brought to you by Tony Wilk. Glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call, find him on the web, or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. They've reached the end of three in most places. We're about midway through here. Tucker with it up top for the Cats, down one. Right-hand dribble, switches left, now throws left side. Hill for three, yes. And the Wildcats, just like that, are back up two.
Perimeter shooting right now for Marion's kind of carried him in this one, especially behind that arc.
4:30 to play in the third quarter. We'll look for a Ren Lake College player of the game. Save thousands on a college education at RLC. Visit them online at rlc.edu. 4:22 to play in the third quarter. Up the left side, Pike again. There's a reach foul before he can get to the bucket. Nice dribble drive off the baseline for Jake Pike. But the Rams will have to inbound on Marion's second team foul of the half. Follow us on Twitter. We're at WMIX Sports. We're here from Changnon Gymnasium, too, if you want to follow us in person. Don't know why you would. You can listen to us here on WMIX or watch online at WMIXsports.com. Inbound, Lydell right in the bucket. Fits a three. Does he have an answer? No. Leaves it short. Rebound will come to Brant Hill. He made the three to take the lead a moment ago. Now the rebound. Layup. No, but he's fouled. Hill came up the left side. Good look as he came coast to coast after the defensive board. Now goes to the line to shoot two.
Mt.Vernon's already got 5 fouls in the first under 4 minutes.
That's what they call not good.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yikes. Free throw on the first try, no good. He'll have a second. By he, we mean Brant Hill. You can put a logo on it. All Stars and Stitches can probably print it. See McDavid, All Stars and Stitches, just west of Benton High School. Or call 435-5555. Second free throw, no good. Rebound will be out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a jump ball. And it'll go to Marion. Good call by Mike Austin. First of all, you couldn't really tell who was out of bounds on because Hawkins and Cash both got a touch. And then it bounced off of the foot of Austin while he was standing on the baseline. I'm good with that. Gotta wonder who Shane Hawkins is talking to in the crowd out there. Must be a relative. Probably not. Off the top, it'll be off to the left side. That'll be Nave looking in. Cash, yes. Gosh. What a move off the block.
That's an inbounds play that you have to be ready for. And Mt.Vernon was not in this case. Give up points on the inbound.
Can't do that, can you? Off the left wing, that's going to be Feeser. 3:50 to play in the third. Marion back up 4. Pike in the lane, layup good.
He's gotten hot 7 in the quarter, carrying the comeback charge.
3:41 to go in that third quarter. 31-29 your score. Across the timeline, right-hand dribble, it's Nave. Back to the top for Cash. Hill's going to back it up to the volleyball line. Now between the circles, it'll be to Tucker. Directing traffic for Nave with 3:26 to play in the third. 31-29. Rams want to win this one on Hall of Fame night. Hall of Fame induction back here tomorrow night at 6:30, and that's a three from Colton Carter. Somebody's calling a timeout. It's going to be Marion.
That was big. Kind of momentum got back into Marion's corner there.
That or Shane Hawkins was just that excited that Scott Gamber called a timeout. Either way, it's a three from Colton Carter. It's 34-29. It'll be a 30-second timeout presented by TMS Mobility and Rehab, a division of the Medicine Shop. See TMS Mobility and Rehab and their fine staff for all of your standard and custom mobility needs. Of course, the Medicine Shop also a proud sponsor of the Mt.Vernon Rams. 34-29, 5-point game, and just as the Rams take a 1-point lead, Marion's on a nice little run of their own.
Little answer there, and Marion got back into it.
Woof, woof, woof. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mt.Vernon, where the best never rest. They have a President's Day sale going on, in case you missed it. They'll be there tomorrow from 8 to 4, and they will be there Monday as well. See Roy Schmidt and the gang and all of their sales associates at King City Chrysler and Ford Square. 3:10 to play in the third quarter here from Changnon. We're in Mt.Vernon. The Rams trail Marion 34-29 on the timeout and then turn the basketball over.
Mt.Vernon's had 3 turnovers in the third quarter, and 2 of them have been that variety, the unforced tennis era variety.
Saturday Sports Show comes your way tomorrow morning after the 8 o'clock news. We're on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com. We'll spend time talking to myriad topics. Of course, we'll talk some regional sports to start. Then we will focus on the Mt.Vernon Township High School Hall of Fame. And a nice move. Good move off the left wing that time. Curl around by Brant Hill to go off the baseline.
Mt.Vernon can't defend the pick and roll at the left elbow. Marion's run 3 variations last 3 trips down the floor on either side, left or right elbow, and Mt.Vernon can't defend it right now.
The Rams are down a touchdown. Hawkins trying to, that's going to be a blocking foul. Good pickup there. Shakari Hawkins tried to come from the left wing, and there goes the sport coat. And we're not ripping on Shane Hawkins. He is a dear friend of the Saturday Sports Show. We love the animation.
I knew it would not last very long. Well, I'm surprised he made to the third quarter, to be real honest.
I took the under on the coat and the tie by halftime.
Here's the thing, is Hawk makes the first.
Not that Hawk, but this Hawk.
The thing about it is he wadded the coat up.
Got some distance out of it.
He just kind of threw it down. So it's one of those deals where he's going to have to dry clean that baby because there's going to be some dirt on that one.
2 Hawkins free throws. We mean Shakari of the Rams. Puts the Rams back within 5, 36-31. 2:26 to play. Rams out of the 2-1-2. Trying to pressure Marion. Bounce pass to left as they break it. 3 on the way, Hill. Off the back iron. Rebound will be Feeser. And that'll be a reach in on Zach Nave, and he can't believe it. I can. He reached in.
Little touchy, but it's still a foul.
There you have it. 2:17 to play in the third quarter. 5-point game, 36-31. Everybody will glad hand the effort on the Marion bench. Across the timeline, it'll be Fitz with the right hand. Looks off to the left side for Hawkins. Back off of the right wing comes Spota, stops top. Looks off to the left, off the dribble. Now comes back, doubles back to the right side. Throws to Fitz off the deep right wing. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. The Rams are down 5, 36-31. Ooh, strong pass to the right wing for Fitzgerald's able to corral. Coming off the screen, trying to roll off baseline. Looks good on the layup. Good. That's familiar. Rams are back within a possession, 36-33. After a couple of free throws by Hawkins and then a Fitzgerald's layup, the Rams are back within 1 possession. 1:38 to play in the third. 98 seconds to go in this quarter. Malik Stuckey with 3 fouls back into the game. Rolls between the circles off to the right with 1:30. Of course, familiar faces, different places. Community First Bank of the Heartland keeps on growing. See their 5 Jefferson County locations in Mt.Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. At the circle, that's Hill. Trying to break past Feeser. Pike gets a hand on Stuckey. Now it's going to be off to the right for Cash. They've done a decent job of shutting Cash down here in the second half. 1:07 to play. Third quarter action from Marion. It's 36-33. Deep right wing. Steps Brant Hill. Switches to a left-hand dribble. Throws it up to the sideline for Tucker. Coming back around. Trapped near the timeline. Ooh, good bounce pass to Cash up top. Good ball fake left side. Tucker tries a 3. No. Off the back iron, rebound tipped by Hawkins. It'll be punched by Carter out of bounds. It'll be Ram basketball.
Yep.
Good try by Carter, but a great break for the Rams.
Big break. Now Mt.Vernon opportunity to tie. And Mt.Vernon right now, the defense too much sagging in the post.
45.3 to go in the third quarter. 36-33 is your score. Top of the hour, we'll take care of that in just a moment. As Hawkins will inbound. Right sideline into the backcourt. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Rams could tie it here. 36-33 is your score. Marion up a tray. Off the right wing, left wing, pardon me, is Pike. Looking off to the right, I should have said. Leans in for the layup. Good. Who needs the 3 when you get the easy 2?
9.25 for Jake.
36-35, and that's going to be a turnover, Marion. They played too quick, trying to come up the right side, looking to the back door for Carter. And it'll be a turnover on the Cats with 26.4 seconds.
Had they been able to get that down there, they would have been all right. Just didn't execute it correctly. Right idea, bad execution.
That would have been some great momentum for Shane Hawkins' crew nearing into the third quarter because the clock doesn't stop. Right of the circle into the front court, Lydell looking off. Going to throw to Pike. He's the hot hand of this third quarter inside. Right side, it's Feeser. Back to Fitzgerald's coming around toward the circle with 9 seconds. The Ram will probably make their move with 7. There goes Fitz to the left. Off to Pike with 5. Dribbles in. It'll be a double dribble. Turnover Rams. Scott Gamber not happy. Shane Hawkins, Scott Gamber both running in the same direction. Right. Both excited. It'll be a quick inbound, almost stolen away at half court. The 3, no good. And we will go into the fourth quarter with a 1-point ball game. The Marion Wildcats 36, the Mt.Vernon Rams 35. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke earned his medical degree at the University of Illinois in Chicago and has degrees in anatomy and physiology from UC Berkeley, and he brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke is a gifted physician and contributor to orthopedic textbooks. Call 618-242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com.
I know you've heard about mortgage rates being all-time lows, but have you done anything about it yet? Hi, I'm Rick Pigg, mortgage lender at Community First Bank. There's never been a better time at buying a home or refinancing an existing mortgage. The sooner you act, the more you save, and we'll be there to help you through every step of the way. For more information, visit us at comfirstbank.net or stop by one of our 5 locations.
Community First Bank with locations in Mt.Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What you need to do is be thankful for the life you got, you know what I'm saying? And stop looking at what you ain't got.
And we'll get back to Changnon Gymnasium. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. We head to the fourth quarter. The Rams trail 36-35. They'll start with the basketball. Avery Barton back in our Mt.Vernon studio. Jeff Crow, of course, in the Crow's Nest, bringing you the video at WMIXsports.com. Bounce pass for Fitzgerald's off to Feezer, right block, good. And the Rams are back on top, 37-36.
Good start to the quarter. Inside points.
Coming off the right, Manfredo waiting at the back door and a foul. What on earth? They find Manfredo off of the right block, and he's going to go to the line for the and one.
That is 16 foul Mt.Vernon, so Marion's going to shoot a lot of free throws as we head down the stretch.
Free throw is no good. It's a 1-point lead for Marion, 38-37.
Lydell picked up his 4th foul, the 6th Mt.Vernon team foul. Off the left side we go. That is going to be Jaron Lydell. Back to the right wing on the skip pass. It's Fitzgerald with 7:19 to play in the fourth. 38-37 is your score. Between the leg dribble from Lydell off the left wing, trying to make something happen for the Rams. Good screen there by Hawkins, left the circle. They go back to Shake. 7:09 to play. 38-37 is your score. Up to the top, it is Fitz looking off to the right side. Looking for the skip pass. Looking to go backdoor for Fitz, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds with 6:55 left. Got some crazy score updates coming in, don't we? Yep. It's crazy stuff here.
That message back to the studio. There we go. 6:55 to play in the fourth. 38-37. Rams with the basketball. Left-hand dribble for Lydell. Tried to find a seam. He'll give off to Fitz. To the top of the key we go. Long two is good. And it's 39-38. Timeout, Scott Gamber. Stepped into a two from about 19, and it's with 6:44 to play. It's 39-38 Mt.Vernon. Timeout presented by the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway, and of course they bring you TMS Mobility and Rehab for all of your standard or custom mobility needs. Fourth quarter action from Changnon Gym. The Mt.Vernon Rams on top of Marion, 39-38. We have some scores coming in from around the area. We will share those with you momentarily a little bit later on. 39-38 is your score. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. We're on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Length of the floor to go out of the timeout for Marion. They'll inbound right of the bucket off the baseline with 6:44 to play. 39-38. Rams on top. Can they hang on to the lead? Can they get a stop here and build on it? Right of the bucket, it will be inbounded to Carter. Malik Stuckey will bring it up. He's met by a duo of Rams, trying to get it across to Tucker. Good corral by Tucker. Able to bring it back down with one hand. Throws to Stuckey right of the circle. 6:32 mark of the fourth. 39-38 is your score. Scoreboard updates tonight will be brought to you by Tony Wilton, State Farm Insurance. We'll say about Tony in a moment. Hill making a move off to the right. Pulls up left elbow. No good. Rebound tip back. Cash no. Rebound will come to Lydell. Has Feezer up ahead on the 2-on-3. Feezer, nice glide to the bucket right. It rolls off. rolls off, and Marion with the defensive board. It's stuck into the front court, stops up top with 6:09. 39-38 is the Ram lead. Coming around from the left corner, Carter working into Cash, and we're going to have free throws coming on the 1-and-1 for Marion. Where is it? Tony is glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for that white State Farm Jeep around town. As Colton Cash will go to the line on the third foul by Jake Pike. That's the Rams' 17th foul. And, of course, as we told you, going to the line for the 1-and-1 is Colton Cash. 6:04 to play in the fourth quarter. It's Hall of Fame night from Changnon Gym. Glad to have you with us. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Cash at the line, makes the first. Weird to do a basketball game after 2 nights off in a row. First free throw good to tie it for Cash. That'll give him a second at the line. You are experiencing all of the elements of Changnon Gym tonight. Second's no good. We're tied at 39 with the basketball, Shake Hawkins. Lydell within the backcourt up the right side. Gets across between the leg dribble. 5:57 to play. Tied at 39, Rams and Marion. 4th time this year. Rams looking to get their second win. Last one came at Salem on January the 19th. Before that, it was a November and December victory at Cuss Wilson for the Cats. Right wing handoff. It'll be to Fitzgerald. Doubles back to the right side. Scoops off to Lydell. Comes back to the wing. 5:36 to play in the fourth. Off the right side. Fitz had a chance at 3. Skip past to Pike. Up top, it's Hawkins. Hawkins, Feeser, Fitz, Pike, and Lydell for the Rams with 5:27 to play. Lydell left-hander will stops left arc. Throws back to the top for Feeser. Looking for the bounce pass all alone is Fitz to the Rams. Get back on top. 41-39.
Beautiful offense.
What a kick save, and it's going to be called a kick save. Yeah, sorry about that. Good play by Hawkins, though. Had an easy look at a bucket if it wasn't a save.
Yeah, can't do that.
We have some finals rolling in from the South 7 Conference already. Ladies and germs, we'll be the late game tonight. Possibly later, depending upon what happens. 5:14 to play in the fourth. We're in regulation, 41-39. Marion with the deficit with the basketball. Break through the press up top. It's going to be Carter to Cash at the back door at his legs, but manages to recover. Misses the bunny.
Wow.
Still had a bunny even with the basketball at his legs. Rebounded by Pike into the front court off the left wing. 4:57 to play in regulation. It's 41-39. Marion trying to get a stop here and get that lead back, but a 3 from Pike may have other ideas. Rebound will be tipped away to Shake. Good play by Fitz. His shot's blocked. Rebound will be stolen away by Pike, but it'll end up in the hands of Tucker. Across the timeline, Jawan Tucker leans in, and that's going to be a blocking foul. So the line to shoot 2 will be Jawan Tucker to try to tie this game.
Mt.Vernon's defense at the end here in this quarter not been moving their feet right now, and that's why Marion's going to shoot free throws.
With 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking, member FDIC. By gosh, they are the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams on WMIX. Could not do it without them. We appreciate them taking you all the way from Rams football to Lady Rams volleyball to Rams and Lady Rams basketball to the Jefferson County basketball showcase and throughout Rams and Lady Rams baseball and softball. First one was no good by Tucker. Second one is. 1-point game. Rams still in favor, 41-40. 4:37 to play. We near the midpoint of this fourth quarter. Will we see overtime? Fitzgerald's across the timeline to the right wing for Feeser. Gives back to Fitz, coming around off a curl, leans in off Cash, bucket good. Counted for Fitz and an and one coming.
Football body. Took it right at the bigger man, Cash. Scored easily.
My, oh my. Scores are coming in from all over. Fitz with an and one at the line to make it a 4-point ball game. Will he knock her down? Yep. Bounced around but dropped through. The Changnon Iron Gods are kind.
7 1/4 for the freshman.
Nice. 4:22 to play in regulation. 44-40. Rams on top. Have not lost a game at Changnon this year. How apropos it would be to close it out with a win tonight on Hall of Fame night. As Hill is going to have it back tapped by Pike, but last touch by Hill, they'll say. Nope. It's a good call by Mike Austin. That's kind of how I saw it.
Yeah. He pointed the wrong way, but he meant going towards Marion.
That explains why he looked at Shane Hawkins with kind of a confused look on his face.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you talking about? Marion with the basketball, Stuckey with it up top. It'll be to Tucker now, left. Pulls up from 3 for 21. No good off the side iron. Rebound will go to Pike. We'll have a Marion foul.
Wow, that was a bad shot. Marion did not want that.
Tell you what we do want. That's our Ren Lake College Player of the Game coming up after this one. Ren Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Log on to rlc.edu to see how you can save thousands. That'll be in your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame. 44-40. When will we get to that postgame show? Late game tonight in the South 7. Hall of Fame and the honorees at halftime as well. Right wing Fitzgerald, 3:50 to play in regulation. Makes a move to his right, throws inside. Good pass to Fieser, off glass, good.
Mt.Vernon has willed their way into this lead. It's been a thing to watch in the second half. That'll be a foul on Jake Pike reaching in.
Stuckey
his fourth.
Had his pocket picked, and as Danny just said, 4 fouls now on Jake Pike, and Nails is going to send Stuckey to the line.
I'm just been impressed with Mt.Vernon. I mean, they have battled their way into this one, even with a bad start for about a quarter and a half. They have figured out a way to get back into this ball game.
Tell you what else is impressive, that President's Day sale at Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Check out their new and pre-owned inventory at FordSquare.com and KingCityChrysler.com. And, of course, the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. And first one is good from Malik Stuckey. He'll get the bonus on the 1-and-1 try. 3:38 to play in the fourth. 46-41. Marion trying to avoid falling to 1-8 in the South 7. They still have 3 games left on the year. What on earth? Fieser had the rebound pushed from behind by Cash, and Cash gets the money. It's 46-43.
He did get fouled, but you got to be a little tougher on the boards.
Yeah. Bounce pass between the circles off to the left wing for Fieser. Over to the right. Fitz is going to come around, curls, and nearly has it tipped away. Good recovery by T-Flow. Floated with it up top, right-hand dribble off to the wing. Throws off to the right arc. Here comes Lydell with the left hand. 3:12 to play in the fourth. Works to the top of the key. Throws back to the right side off of the arc for Fieser. Fieser has a seam if he can work it. Nope, kick it to Flota, who's wide open, partially blocked. Rebound underneath Hawkins, puts it back up and in. Great play by Buddha, puts the Rams up 8 with 2:57 to go. What a play effort. Now a 3 try from Carter's good. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. All for naught. What a play by Shakari Hawkins off the offensive putback. It was a blocked shot coming out of the corner. Me, oh my. Colton Carter in limited action's been hot tonight.
From the arc, especially.
48-46. Rams are up just 2 here. Timeout on the floor is presented by the Medicine Shop at Mt.Vernon. Pleased to announce the opening of TMS Mobility and Rehab. Stop by and let Eric Black and the fine staff at the Medicine Shop help you with all of your standard and custom mobility needs. 48-46, a 3 by Colton Carter puts the Wildcats back within a deuce. And it'll be Ram basketball out of the timeout. My, oh my. Again, 2:48 to play in regulation. It's back to a 2-point game. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside on WMIX and WMIXSports.com, powered by Community First Bank. With 5 locations in Mt.Vernon, Dixon, and Woodlawn, Community First Bank proud to be the official voice of high school basketball on WMIX. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Right wing, it's Fieser. Looking back left of the circle for Hawkins. Deep right wing, and another timeout. This time it's full. Scott Gamber wants it.
Yeah.
Blackout night from Changnon Gymnasium. They had the blackout t-shirts on sale. We're proud to be one of the sponsors of those blackout shirts. Hall of Fame, of course, will be tomorrow night. They'll induct the class of 2013. We'll talk to many of the members of the 2013 class tomorrow on the Saturday Sports Show. We're going to go 3 hours. That's right. From 9:30 until 11, it's Hall of Fame talk on WMIX 940 and WMIXSports.com. Prior to that, we'll sit down with Jeff Lon and Wayne Hari. We'll also talk with Sean Doherty of Rams Wrestling fame. As at Knowledge Bone 808, Gennaro Hawkins checks in. His cousin Shakari out there on the floor right now for Mt.Vernon. Gennaro, of course, a class of 2000 grad of Mt.Vernon Township High School. Played for Doug Creel. Played football, I believe as a running back. Thinking on that, I believe a tandem with Ryan Tracy, as I was a year behind in the second era of Brad Pancoast. Did not play. Well, there you go.
It's going to be a down to the wire. You get the feeling this game's going to sway a little bit here over this next 2:35 or more.
Gennaro Hawkins, also a masher on baseball, especially in Little League. Still have nightmares. Gave up 2 home runs to him one time. That was the end of my pitching career. 48-46 your score, 2:35 to play. We're in regulation. Fourth quarter from Changnon Gym. Rams trying to keep the undefeated streak alive at home here in 2012-2013. Off of the right wing from Fitz, it'll be floated back to left for Hawkins. Near the timeline, bounce pass right to the circle to be Feeser. 2:22 to play, 48-46. Right hand dribble, trying to work through the paint, but can't get past the Marion D. Hawkins with a left of the circle near the timeline. Drops it off for Pike. He'll come around with the right hand. 2:10 to play in regulation, powered by Community First Bank. Pike looking to attack. Great layup. Found a seam, deked out the Marion defense, and puts the Rams up 4.
He's put Mt.Vernon on his back in his third, fourth quarter and said, let's go.
You betcha. Tucker with it off of the right wing to Cash up top. He is hot from beyond the arc tonight off of the bench. 1:53 to play in the fourth. 2-possession game. Wildcats trying to make something happen off of the right. That's Hill. Up top, Tucker. He can pull up. He's going to go inside. Ooh, and that'll be a foul call. Just a half step away from a walk.
You felt like the offense from Marion was breaking down on that possession, and you felt like that what they needed to do was get Tucker to the rim, and that's exactly what they did that time.
1:44 to play in the fourth quarter. We will get you some scoreboard updates just as soon as we can. Don't forget, you can always stay up to date on Twitter at WMIX Sports, and it goes directly to the front page of WMIXSports.com. First free throw good by Tuck. I think they call him Tuck.
No clue.
Well, we'll call him Tucker then. 50-47 is your score. Jawan Tucker at the line, shooting the back end of 2. It's a one-possession ball game. He can make it a 2-point game here with 1:44 to play. Yep. There we go. Can't do without Sarah Staley of Country Financial. What's your idea of financial security? How about you discuss it with Sarah Staley, one of our booster sponsors for Rams and Lady Rams Athletics. 1:38 to play in regulation. With it, deep right wing, it's Fitz, steps to the circle. Throws off left to Pike. With 1:30 to play in regulation, the Rams up just 2. It's 50-48. Left-hand dribble for Fitz, trying to break to the basket. Got past the defender, but threw it long. Went long off of the glass, and the rebound went to Hill. Here comes Tucker for the Wildcats with 1:20. 50-48 is your score. 2-point game. Marion could tie or get that lead back right here. Mabe with it right in the bucket. With the left hand, comes to the near side with 1:07. Looks off, finds Hill. Hill looking to shake past Hawkins. Throws back to Tucker, works inside, layup's no good, rolls off the front iron. We should have a breaking the law of verticality here on Marion. And it'll be on Carson Cash. He went up and over Michael Feeser on the rebound. It'll be Ram basketball with 58.7 seconds left. No, it won't. It'll be a 1-and-1 because Marion did not have possession unless it's not an offensive foul. 58.7 seconds to go. Feeser's at the line for the 1 and bonus. Big free throws by Feezy. So it'll be a 1-and-1. 58.7 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Let's see what happens. Feeser's first is good. That makes it a 3-point game. Second one will turn it into 2 possessions. And how big that would be. 20 minutes past the 9 o'clock hour here on WMIX FM. As Feeser looks to make it a 2-possession game. Can't. Rebound will be taken away by Cash. 56 seconds, less than a minute to play in regulation. Marion needs 3 points. They're down 51-48. Stuckey with it at the circle. Veers off to the left side, has Tucker going around to the right wing. Carter's shut off. Good job to get back on defense against Carter. Now back to the right wing, Tucker. Slide pass for Cash with 41 seconds. Off to Hill for the tying 3. Yes! We're tied at 51 on a big 3 by Brant Hill with 35 seconds left to go. Graham stuck in the backcourt, got to get it across. 28 seconds to play in regulation. We're tied at 51 and a foul on Jawan Tucker. Those steps of anger are Shane Hawkins. Not happy.
Yeah.
As he shouldn't be.
Tucker, second. Tough foul, but it is a foul.
You understand why he wanted the foul, but you also have to understand on why he shouldn't have. 26.4 seconds to go in regulation. And they're going to try to get Jaron Lydell into the game. It'll be after the first free throw, if there is a second. He'll have to make the first to get Lydell in, and there it is.
Yep.
Puts the Rams up 1 with 26.4 seconds. And this one going down to the wire, presented by Community First Bank. Glad to have them with us all season long. 5 locations in Jefferson County. Welcome you back to personal banking. Fitz leaves the second one short. Uh-oh. 26.4 seconds. Marion with the rebound. Stuckey across the timeline with 23. Looks off to the right wing for Tucker. Pike there to face him. Now to be up top to the free throw line. Left elbow kick out. It'll come into the corner. Cash works it back. Stuckey, 3 on the way is no good. Rebound will go to Fitz. And they're going to foul Fitzgerald in the backcourt to send him to the line to shoot the one in bonus.
That was not the shot Marion wanted. Shot went up, heads dropped. Why they took that 3 with 10 to go, only the kid knows.
Oh, my.
Yep.
The WMIX Sports and Mobile Studio is driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. We appreciate them as well, and especially Community First Bank of the Heartland. 10.2 seconds to go in regulation. Free throws to bring some comfort for Fitz, and he'll make the first. As I just threw my free throws backwards. Whatever. Makes the first, 53-51. This would force a tray, but with the time on the clock, if you're Marion, probably all you're going to get anyway. Second one is good, and it's 54-51. Timeout, Scott Gamber. If you're Scott Gamber, this is a timeout because 2 years ago, a Cahokia team came down and launched a 3 that should have been a 2 at the buzzer to beat you on this very night. It's brought to you by the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway, who announced the opening of TMS Mobility and Rehab. Help you with all of your standard and custom mobility needs. Full timeout, 54-51 is your score with 10.2 seconds left to go. In DC, what do you do here?
Well, it's one of those deals where you got to have to guard full court to run that clock. There's about 10 seconds left. And then you're going to have the opportunity, if you decide to foul because you don't want them to shoot to 3 and make them shoot 2 free throws, that's that option as well. Because at the high school level, it's hard to get a kid to foul a guy before they actually get into the shooting motion. So a couple of options. You can play it out defensively all the way down, or as soon as they get into the front court, Mt.Vernon could go up and foul before they get a shot, make them shoot 2, and then take that opportunity. A lot of coaches don't like to do that, though.
54-51, Rams on top. A pair of big free throws from the freshman Braden Fitzgerald extends the lead to 3. A 3 doesn't beat you this time. It can only tie. What does Marion have in the cupboard for a full court play? Length of floor inbound, right of the bucket in the backcourt. It will be Brant Hill for the Cats. It'll be a quick inbound to Stuckey with 9 seconds. Blows past the timeline with 7.
Yeah.
There's a good chest move by Shane Hawkins. Get into the front court, advance the basketball off of the timeout. Brought to you by the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mt.Vernon. Great move.
Well, I thought, now Marion's got it there with 6.8 seconds. Now, what do you do? Do you still foul? Do you still do that? I think at this point, a foul with 6 seconds left. If you can let him get it in, dribble a couple seconds off before they get into their play, and then foul, that would be one way to go because there wouldn't be that much time left for a tip-in and whatnot. So you have a way to look at it that way, or you can play the defense out and see what happens.
Noted. Right now, it's 54-51. I believe 6.2 seconds is the exact time on the clock. We'll get you a full scoreboard update in our post-game show. Brought to you by Schmidt-Chevrolet Cadillac. Not the scoreboard, but the post-game show. Scoreboard's taken care of by Tony Wilt. Rams basketball, as always, is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Glad to have you with us. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski taking you the rest of the way. It's 54-51. Marion with the basketball. It'll be an inbound into the front court.
I think at this point you got to let him get it in.
Whoa.
Let him dribble 2 or 3 seconds and maybe go for that foul. And take the hope that you can box somebody out. But then again, if you can guard Colton Carter, who's been their big threat 3-wise tonight with Brant Hill, then that solves your issue unless somebody slaps one in.
6.8 is the exact time on the fourth quarter clock. 54-51 is your score. It'll be Stuckey to inbound from Marion. About halfway down the half court in front of the Wildcat bench on the bleachers from Changnon. The inbound, he's got to get it into somebody. It'll be to Hill, who's open. Deep left wing, there's Hawkins to get to it. Off balance 3 off glass is no good. And that would be breaking the law of verticality on Carson Cash, which should seal a Rams victory tonight from Changnon Gym. 2.8 seconds to go.
It was a well-drawn-out play by Marion. Bring the wheel outside the three-point line, come off the spot from the left side to the ball, then back over to that left side. And the shot was there. The defense was pretty good as well.
Great defense tonight from the Mt.Vernon Rams here in the second half. It'll be Fieser at the line for the double bonus. First one's good, and that'll do it. I have a feeling we'll be talking to Scott Gamber in our Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show. 55-51 the score. Rams are up 4. They will win here tonight, improve to 14-10. Marion will fall to 11-13. Second on the way is good. 56-51. As Marion will inbound, they will heave from half court. It's on the way. Looks good, but it's going to be off the mark to the left. And that's your final score. 56-51. The Mt.Vernon Rams victorious on Hall of Fame night. We'll tell you all about it in the Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers. We'll look at your next rad weather. Cold tonight, patchy clouds, a low of 20 to 24. Tomorrow, partly sunny and cold, a high of 34. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, quite cold, a low 18 to 22. Now look for Sunday, lots of sunshine, a milder afternoon, a high 47. Monday will be cloudy, breezy, and mild with periods of rain, a high of 51. And then partly sunny, breezy, and cooler again on Tuesday. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mt.Vernon, Illinois.
What is good sports talk, really? Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. With a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. Only on AM 940 and WMIXSports.com. Where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
You'll notice right away that Second Chance Auto doesn't depend on fancy sales gimmicks. Instead, you'll only find honest deals with no credit checks and instant approval. Take your income tax rebate and use it on the great quality used vehicle you really want. Cars, trucks, minivans, along with small, mid-size, and full-size SUVs. Most priced under $10,000 with 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. Family owned for over 32 years, serving the families in our region. Located on Route 142 East in Mt.Vernon. Call 244-4582.
More Americans are on a move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, school, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mt.Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Pekin Insurance.
Hi, this is Susan Sahaki with People's National Bank. Being locally owned, we know the importance of having a free checking account that you can depend on. The account only takes $100 to open, and there's no minimum balance requirement. People's National Bank offers big bank services with small hometown feel. Stop by any People's National Bank branch and ask about the benefits of the People's National Bank free checking account.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC.
Too expensive to get back into shape? Not anymore. Ren Lake College's new fitness center is only $53 per semester. They've also thought of everything with universal machines, free weights, treadmills with dedicated TV screens, ellipticals, and more. Qualified dance instructors are also available. Or go at your own pace with DVDs that can be used in the exercise room. Best of all, it's open 7 days a week. Check out the Ren Lake College Fitness Center in the Marketplace off Potomac Boulevard in Mt.Vernon, or log on to renlakecollege.edu/fitcenter.
This is Rams basketball on WMIX. The Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show starts now.
And we welcome you back inside Changnon Gymnasium. Your final score tonight, the Mt.Vernon Rams get a big win, 56-51, over the Marion Wildcats. Marion falls to 1-8 in the South 7, 11-13 overall. The Rams are now 14-10. They are 5-4 in the conference and can do no worse than 500 here in conference play, as they will finish up the regular season on Friday night at Carbondale. But before that, Tuesday night, Mt.Vernon heads to Effingham. We'll have all those games for you on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Scott Gamber to join us here on the Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. Hall of Fame night from Changnon Gym. Also to come, it'll be your Heartland Accounting postgame stats. We'll even have a Ren Lake College player of the game coming your way here on the Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. We're on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Scott Gamber will join us in just a moment. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. We'll get you set with some final scores as well on a Tony Wilt scoreboard update. Don't forget, if you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home. Dix, Ina, Woodlawn, and Mt.Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. We're going to go ahead and take a break real quick and remind you the Rams win this one tonight over Marion at home. They stay undefeated at Changnon Gym, 56-51. This is Rams basketball on the Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show from WMIX Sports.
Southern Illinois now has a better home for sports. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Jam-packed with local scores, video highlights, and archives of every local sports broadcast on WMIX. Did your team win? Missed that game-winning shot last night? Didn't catch your favorite coach on the Saturday Sports Show? WMIXSports.com is right at your fingertips. On your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, or your video game console. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Ford Square and King City Chrysler are celebrating President's Day with great offers for your trade on Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Both dealerships are in desperate need of local, quality trades to restock their inventory and are prepared to offer you a trade-in value up to $3,500 above the regional market value stated by Black Book. Take advantage of huge incentives this President's Day weekend on new inventory with as low as 0% financing. They will also have rebates, discounts, and savings totaling up to $10,000. Now is definitely the best time to buy. Be sure to go by and see any of their sales associates this Friday, Saturday, and Monday at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway, and King City Chrysler Center at 1603 Broadway in Mt.Vernon.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Startup businesses, and they come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
And we welcome you back inside Changnon Gymnasium, your Schmidt-Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. 56-51, your Ram victory tonight. They maintain an undefeated streak here at home. Scott, big win. Great adjustments in the second half allowed the Rams to pull out a 56-51 victory. How great does it feel not only to keep that winning streak alive, you clinch no worse than 500 in the conference. Hopefully with a win next week, you don't even have to worry about it at Carbondale. We'll get to that later. But you get a win on Hall of Fame night after a couple of years of disappointment. Big win tonight.
It's all those reasons. The getting 5-4 in the league's big. We really, really wanted to be perfect at home. I mean, you know, something nobody can beat you at. I mean, if you go undefeated at home, it's not like anybody can do better than that. So, I mean, proud of our guys for that and really proud of them in the second half. I told them 2 things that I thought showed a lot of toughness. Was one, in the second quarter when it looked things were getting out of hand, they were able to fight and got that score to 4 going into the half. A big difference between being down 4 and being down 8. And then the second thing was there when they made that run in the third quarter for our guys to kind of get tough on defense and to offensively make a few plays. Twice I thought it was getting out of hand, and twice our guys battled back and got a win. Here's what I like about it is you got a lot more hair.
Yeah, I can relate to this picture being displayed of a sophomore Scott Gamber.
That's not very nice, to be honest. But here's what I think. I think the first few minutes, you had all the stuff going on.
Yeah.
Everybody sits out, watches it. They watch you do it. You go through your thing. And then, you know, you go through the Hall of Famers. Then you come back out, and it's kind of like, okay. It seemed like to me the first quarter was, I don't know how to say this, rarefied air. Glory. Look at all the wide-eyed look.
Yep.
Second quarter is like, okay, we got a game. Into the second quarter, now we're in it. That's kind of how I looked at the first half.
I kind of felt the same way. I felt like defensively we were maybe a little, like you maybe combination maybe a little flat, but also maybe just kind of being, you know, and then I thought offensively we were almost in too big of a hurry. I thought our guys wanted to go immediately attack, and, you know, told them, seems like statistically the more shots we take, the less points we score. And I know that sounds weird, but it really has that feeling this year that if we're putting up a ton of shots in a half, we're usually not scoring a whole lot of points because they're not good shots. Tonight, I thought in the third and fourth, especially fourth quarter, I thought all the shots we got were good. I thought we got a huge game from Braden Fitzgerald's. Really aggressive attack in the basket. his shot was not on tonight, but he found a lot of other ways to score, and that's really important for a kid. When you're not hitting a ton of perimeter shots, when you still find ways to score, that says a lot.
I think it speaks volumes about a team that found a way to beat this Marion team on a neutral, at Salem in the Consolation Championship after falling both times at Cuss Wilson. I kind of had a feeling you got him back here. You let the Changnon mojo kind of work in and get over the glitz, the glamour, and the glory of Hall of Fame night. And all in all, you come away with a big win, a little bit of momentum going on the road against an Effingham team, which will be a nice Salem tourney rematch on Tuesday.
It will be. Obviously, getting this one is the most important, but we're looking forward to playing Salem again. I have a ton of respect for Coach Reed. We got off to such a bad start against Effingham the first time we played them. I'm hoping we can go up there, and we need to start playing well on the road. We've shown that we can win at home, but our regional is on the road. We're going to have to play a neutral game the first game, and then maybe play Carbondale at Carbondale. We got to win on the road, and right now it's not happening.
I am sorry.
Cut to the chase, man.
Yet to win a true road game, and that's got to change.
Well, we have multiple things going on. Obviously, we've tweeted a picture of Hayden Paninsky as your look-alike tonight, but we talked about the picture that's been kind of making the rounds from the Sentinel and the Hall of Fame with a picture of you, but Gennaro Hawkins says he did not have hair in high school. It was yelling at us. Then I had a feeling he'd be a head coach one day. Checking in via the Twitterverse, watches most of our Rams games, but all in all, great win. Congratulations on going into Hall of Fame for, what, a second time?
Yes, thank you.
How
many times can you get in?
Doug's in like 15 already.
Yeah, he did.
Well, that's true.
The only thing I was mad of is Hayden went and got a haircut so he could look more like me. That kind of makes me a little upset.
Well,
that's kind of rude.
Hayden's got to worry about baseball, so Coach Holloway and Coach McClure got to shave it down a little bit for Monday.
He got it cut on the side so he could have the
You know what, though?
It's all right.
It's just hair. Who cares?
Hey, at halftime tonight, sitting down there, it's been a rough week. Didn't play well, obviously, in the first half. I thought we were fortunate to only be down 4, but just a lot of questions, and I thought our guys showed a lot of resiliency tonight. A couple guys stepped up, played well that hadn't played as well as they would have liked of late. A couple guys didn't play as well tonight, and other guys filled into that spot, and that's big. And really nice job by Shakari Hawkins there on that last defensive play, because he had a hand right in his face, and luckily we got a rebound. So
a lot of things went well in that second half.
Yeah, it did.
We'll talk more about them tomorrow morning. Of course, enjoy this victory tonight. We'll talk to you at a different time tomorrow. Of course, a little bit later in the 9 o'clock hour, special 3-hour Saturday sports show. We'll get your thoughts on tonight's game. Talk briefly about Tuesday and Friday, but of course probably also get your memories of 96, 97 as well.
Definitely.
Scott Gamber, good win. Congratulations. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, thanks a lot.
That is Scott Gamber, head coach of the Rams. Big 56-51 victory tonight here at home. And of course, if you follow us on Twitter, you can see a picture of his imitator donning the headset tonight. And of course, we hope you'll check that out. We're the first to post the picture, even. Good times.
Good times.
Now they're going to take some in front of us. We can get the backs of their heads, I suppose.
Yeah.
Too. We're not going to do that.
Turn around. They could turn around here in a second.
I'll tell you what we could do.
Yeah.
How about some wait. We already had the halftime stats, haven't we? We're long past that. How about the post-game stats here in just a moment? Of course, courtesy of Heartland Accounting. Get started right. Let Heartland Accounting help make you a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert as we will check in with those Heartland Accounting post-game stats.
So, or Mt.Vernon, they were 20 of 35 from two-point range, 57%. They did not hit a 3 in 11 attempts, so the Rams go 20 of 46 from the field for 43%. Marion was 11 of 26 from two-point range, 42%. They were 6 of 16 from three-point range for 38%. The Wildcats go 17 of 42 from the field for 40%. Free throw shooting, Mt.Vernon 14 of 19 for 74%, while Marion was 8 of 14 for 57%. Rebounding went to the Rams. They clawed back and got into the lead, 31-27. Key in the game, Marion had 23 turnovers to Mt.Vernon's 11. Wildcats, 7 players scored in the game. 3 were in double figures. Carson Cash led the way with 15. Brant Hill 11. Colton Carter 11. Jawan Tucker 8. Gabe Murphy 3. R.J. Manfredo 2. And Malik Stuckey had 1. For the Mt.Vernon Rams, they had 6 players score in the game. 3 were in double figures. Braden Fitzgerald's led the way with 18. 12 in the second half. Jake Pike had 15. He had 11 in the second half. Michael Fieser with 11. He had 7 in the second half. Shakari Hawkins had 6, Jaron Lydell 4, Trevor floated 2. Final score, Mount Vernon 56, Marion 51.
Let's see. We owe you here on your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show on Rams basketball presented by Community First Bank. We still have a Rend Lake College player of the game and a final Tony Wilt scoreboard update to come your way. It'll be a big one. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Find us on Facebook. We'll take a break. This is the Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show from WMIX Sports.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Mount Vernon is pleased to announce the opening of TMS Mobility and Rehab. TMS Mobility will focus on standard as well as custom mobility products. TMS Mobility will offer power chairs, scooters, chairlifts, and ramps. TMS employs 2 custom seating specialists with years of experience, Kathy Graham and Jeff Burkett, as well as repair technician Stefan Tamplin. For those people who are in a chair for long periods of time, seating becomes critical in avoiding pressure sores as well as skeletal and muscle complications. Owner Eric Black says, "We're excited to be the only locally owned company in Southern Illinois with the ability to service all your mobility needs regardless of the complexity. TMS is glad to call Mount Vernon home. If you are a loved one or in need of our services, give us a call at area code 618-242-8776. That's 618-242-8776. Or feel free to stop by 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Backaches, bad hips, rickety knees? Why not try aquatic therapy? The Rend Lake College Aquatic Center has more than a swimming pool. Try a 6-lane, 75-foot lap pool, along with a whirlpool 10 feet in diameter and a 10-foot by 20 hydrotherapy pool. Aquatic therapy is very affordable. In many cases, the tuition is waived entirely. With special access and dressing areas for the elderly and physically challenged, getting in the water is easy. Experts are on hand to assist with various areas of aquatic fitness and rehab. Call 437-5321 extension 1207 or visit rlc.edu.
And we want to get back inside Changnon Gymnasium. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside, wrapping up a 56-51 Ram victory here tonight as the Mt.Vernon Rams improved to 14-10. They're now 5-4 in the South 7 Conference. Marion will drop to 11-13. They are 1-8 in the South 7. We have a scoreboard update. We'll get you some more here in just a moment, of course. We'll also get you your Rend Lake College player of the game coming up, all on your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. We have plenty of finals from around the area.
Well, in the South 7 tonight, Mount Vernon beat Marion 56-51. Centralia over Carbondale 52-36. And Cahokia beat Altoff 81-71. Woodlawn beat Clay City 80-40. Chester over Cesar-Valere 51-48. Carmi over Fairfield 55-54. Harrisburg over Benton 86-50. Murfreesboro and West Frankfort are in overtime, tied at 41. Nashville lost to DuQuoin tonight 46-35. Pinckneyville goes on the road and beats Sparta 66-46. Effingham beat Salem tonight 69-29. Robinson over Oblong 72-54. Carlinville over Vandalia 69-63. Mount Zion beat Charleston in overtime 88-83. Mulberry Grove over Ramsey 52-44. It was Lawrenceville over Olney at the end of 3, 42-37. T-Town led Madison at the end of 3, 47-33. Newton over Flora at the end of 3, 54-43. Cumberland beat Windsor 62-55. And Edwardsville beat East St. Louis 71-60. As we wait for some others to come here, maybe before we get off the air.
There you go. Those scoreboard updates tonight, every night, presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. Tony is glad to help your family with all their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. 56-51 is your final here. The Rams victorious at home yet again. We need a Rend Lake College player of the game. A lot of candidates. Jake Pike put the team on his back, I thought, in the second half. I played a great second half.
That's the one I'm leaning to, just because without him, they don't start that comeback. He kind of had the first 7-8 points in that third quarter and then kind of put him on his back and said, here we go.
Well, I will let you name the player of the game.
Jake Pike.
Jake Pike, there you go. Nails is your Rend Lake College player of the game. See how you can save thousands of dollars on your collegiate education. Log on to RLC.edu. That's going to do it for us tonight. The Mt.Vernon Rams are back in action on Tuesday from Effingham. We'll have that game for you right here on WMIX FM. Hope to have video for you on WMIXsports.com. We'll take care of that, figure something out. That'll be on Tuesday night. Pre-game probably about 7:25. Saturday Sports Show tomorrow, 3-hour edition. Be with you till 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll start with some regional coverage, then talk Mt.Vernon Rams Hall of Fame class of 2013. We'll have many of the inductees live on the air for you. That'll be tomorrow, AM 940, WMIXsports.com. We hope you'll take a listen and check it out until 11 o'clock. For Danny Czerwinski, for Jeff Crow, for Avery Barton, for every one of our WMIX Sports team, on behalf of Withers Broadcasting, and on behalf of our sponsors, I'm Chris Hugo, thanking you for listening to Rams basketball and watching at WMIXsports.com. Your final score tonight, Mt.Vernon 56, Marion 51. So long from historic Changnon Gymnasium.